Hello and a very good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby and welcome along to Monday Makers. It's the final show for your Monday. We are super excited. If you've missed launch day today already, by the way, make sure you go and check back and check out those lattice folding dies because they were amazing. And also worth me reminding you that today is the last day of our spring sale. Yes, we are finishing spring. We are calling it off. It's all done and dusted. So if spring's over, you've had a week. To be honest, it does feel like that here in the northeast because we had glorious weather over the weekend, and today, nah. Done, dusted, gone, about 3 degrees, rain, miserable, awful. But listen, our spring sale is anything but awful. You can still shop the sale up to 70% off across a whole assortment of crafting goodies, but make sure if you're going to buy anything off the spring sale, you buy it tonight because the deals will disappear tomorrow. It's going to be a great show, and I'll tell you why I'm super excited about this show. Monday Makers is all about bringing you some amazing demos, all about bringing you amazing tips, hints and inspiration, but also all about bringing you some amazing deals as well. We've got some corkers on the show tonight. We're bringing you the abstract shape, stamp and die sets. We've also got the gorgeous Intralace dies on the show for you as well. But for me, I am giving you the opportunity tonight to buy yourself a country village for a price that you will not believe. Tonight, we are giving you the opportunity to buy this amazing collection. Are we doing the price now? Are we doing it? Are we doing it? Right, hang on a second though, wait a second. Right, hold the phones a second here, because, hold the phones. Right, this is a collection, I get it, I understand it. It's a collection that you... I was gonna do the big build up and then just put it on the screen. I just was gonna, oh well, look. Take it off quickly, take it off. Okay, so this is a collection that we've had on previously, and I can understand potentially why you didn't buy it because you're thinking, oh, okay, well, I might use this at particular occasions through the year. Because let's be honest, we do collections which you're going to use day in, day out, right throughout the year. I understand that this is a collection that's not that. This is for those special occasions. This is for making those home decor pieces potentially. This is for Christmas time, and you've looked at the price previously and you've gone, yeah, can I really afford to go for this? And then you've gone, no, I can't. So what we're doing today is, because I know that you want this collection, we are saying no 20% off, no 30% off this collection, no 40% off. I don't know why I'm doing this because you know what the price is. No 50% off this collection, not even 60% off this collection. We are saying to you tonight, take this home with a 70% saving if you do not buy this collection at this price. You'll never ever buy it. The complete country village collection with all 85 elements to allow you to build your church, your townhouse, your cosy cottage, your thatched cottage. Build your own village for a stupendous price tonight. £34.29 platinum, $39.94 for the lot. You should be paying over 140, over 160. This is the deal tonight. I know it's the deal because you've already been shopping for it. If you like my little village here, this is just a few little ideas of the structures that you can make. But let's go from Bentown over to another lovely village, just the other side. It's a short stroll across the studio from Bentown to Gigglesville, where the lovely Debbie Fisher lives. How's your village looking tonight? All good?
It's looking very nice, yes.
Yeah.
And we're going to do something really different tonight, which we've not done before. So yes, you could build these beautiful townhouses, country cottages. They look amazing. These tower ones. I mean, they're incredible to do. They're simple templates to use. But tonight, look, I'm going to part these. Look.
Oh, hello, I like that.
Look, this is what we're making tonight. So yeah, we've used this little look. So we've got, should we show you? There's little Easter eggs in there.
Oh, can I have one? Are they real?
They are real, yeah, they're real eggs. Oh, look, Johnny's seen the other eggs, which are look underneath. And we've got little eggs in the base. But this has all been made, the little cottage. It just shows you what you can do with these, Ben, really. The little cottage is made from the cosy cottage, and all the accessories are from Sarah's Easter box.
Easter box,
which
yep.
is going to be in tomorrow's, one of the shows tomorrow. I think it's on the show today. Oh, well, there you go. Shop the show. So all those pieces you're going to be able to make this really simple but beautiful little box. So I've got my demo one that we're going to make. So I've got one each for my little granddaughters. So if you do vote it in the show, I am gonna pinch it back. You can have the eggs. It's all right. You can have the chocolate. I don't mind replacing the chocolate.
Well, I can have the eggs, or because Johnny.
You can both. I've got 2 packs, one for each box. So yes, they got 2 packs. Yeah, you can have them.
Ah, amaze. So that's coming up.
So that's coming up. Sorry, yeah, I'm getting
Tonight.
carried away with the little box. We are going to be making that, but let me just show you a few samples of the other things that we've got on the show, which are incredible. I love the Intri'lace dies because they are so intricate. Yeah. Very, very beautiful. You can make lots of beautiful stunning cards with them. I mean, look at that one. Absolutely gorgeous. Think of all weddings, anniversaries you've got coming up. The bird one is just beautiful. I mean, that is incredible. We're going to be doing one of those in the demo. You've got then the aperture cards. I love these ones. I love simplistic cards, and these certainly do that. You can just cut these into anything you want. These don't cut out, they cut in. I love this leaf one. I think it's a really great one to do. And then one more we'll show you is the balloon. So we have got some amazing things coming up in the show.
It is going to be absolutely brilliant, and already the country village proving so popular. I love that box idea. Perfect. Easter time, not far away. Think of the things that you can be able to create with this collection, especially now at this price tonight. £34, $39. Please do not miss out on this deal. If you've been waiting for it to come down, this is the deal for you tonight. Let's just say hello to a few of you, lots of you joining us this evening. By the way, 2 hours of Monday Makers, either side of another hour with Anne-Marie from Hunkydory as well, so plenty to come your way. Olga is in from Brooklyn, New York. Lita Moore is in from Las Vegas. Tonya Rogers Butte says good afternoon from MI. Is that Michigan? I think so. But we've got New York, Las Vegas. We've got Illinois. Sherry Dober says hello again. Ben, Debbie, Anne-Marie and all the superstars on the CTV team. It is Johnny and Charlotte steering the Good Ship Craft this evening. Leslie T's in from Lubbock, Texas. Marie Calvert's in from South Carolina. Sherry Ann's in from South Florida. Lil J Craft from Yorkshire. Mary Beth Doyle from Minnesota. Mary Pat 1000 from sunny Montana. And also, we must just say hello to Susie Socials on the socials, who says, good thing that you can't hear me, lol. There's some kind of big bug buzzing around my window on the inside. Oh no, it's a big wasp. Susie, obviously you're doing the socials now. I hope you're okay. Let us know that you managed to, sorry. Hopefully you sorted the wasp out, got it out the window, and you can now concentrate with us. But listen, talking about wasps, you won't be, thanks Johnny, you won't be getting stung with the prices on the show tonight, eh? In fact, you'll be buzzing if you pick this collection up tonight. All 85 elements to build yourself these amazing little villages. And I cannot wait to see the demo with Debbie in just a little while to see how that box gets put together. But these perfect, you know, if you want to like little money boxes potentially, if you want to make, you know, little villages for Christmas time, you know, maybe around like Halloween time as well, these would be absolutely perfect. But certainly what I love about this collection is it's nice and easy for you to be able to create the projects because you get a template for each and every one of the little buildings that you're going to be able to making within the collection. So for example, here's your manor house. This is again how we're able to like smash the price down so low for you, because you've got the templates which you use again and again to be able to create the actual house itself, and then you get a whole selection of dies to be able to add all of the little extras, to be able to build the windows, the doors, the little shutters if you want. You've got the chimney on there as well. It is all included for you to be able to pop your little house together. That is your manor house. Super simple. And if you're looking at the brickwork on there and thinking, ooh, I'd love to be able to do that, everything that you need to be able to recreate these is included. You've then got your cute little cozy cottage. Again, template. So whether or not you just like to trace around these, or I know some people pop these into their machines and emboss the detail on, again, you've got the ability to do that should you wish. And once again, all of the elements as far as the dies are concerned to create everything to make your little building look even more real. So, you know, you've got the door, you've got your windows, you've got the roofing on there included too. Next up, we go to our townhouse. Again, Super simple. You think of all of the different cardstock that you've got, all of the different papers you've got to be able to decorate these for all sorts of different occasions. And at that price tonight, boy, oh boy, are you getting a steal of a deal. There's the dies again to be able to decorate the actual building itself. You've then got your little thatch cottage, which is super cute. Again, super simple to do with your templates, then add on all of the added elements with those dies. So you've got your roof there, your cute little thatch cottage windows, your little doors, your little shutters there as well. It's all included, and you've even got a die to be able to create a little fence around your thatch cottage, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then lastly, you've got your beautiful village church. And again, everything that you need to be able to decorate this up to make it look like the most beautiful church. Again, whether you're potentially thinking about this for weddings. I mean, look at this one here. How beautiful is that little church there? Absolutely stunning. Build up all of the different buildings. I don't know why I'm struggling with that word tonight. They're buildings, Ben. These are called buildings because you've got the house and there's a cottage and there's a church. And if you're talking about them as a whole, they are buildings. Remember that word. 10% of the stock has already gone. We are super, super busy on this collection. I urge you to grab this tonight because it's a collection that I've always loved. And as I say, it's a collection that I can understand if you haven't bought it in the past previously. You know, maybe budget didn't stretch. Tonight, though, is the night where you save £100, you save $116. What a deal tonight. Possibly, dare I say it, I know we had a launch as well. Could be the deal of the day on this one. But let's go over to Debbie to have a look at this. Any questions, by the way, that you've got on this or anything that we've got on the show tonight, feel free to send them our way. And if you've already got this collection, let us know why you love it so much and what you've been using it for as well. Right, Debbie, let's get cracking.
Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing we're going to do before
Oh, sorry, by the way. I knew there was something I'd forgotten. You also get that, because I said, didn't I? If you were looking at the brickwork and thinking, how did you manage to do that? You got all the brickwork. You got the clock for the clock tower there as well, and all of your other elements included to make your buildings look even more real. They're worth $12.99 on their own, by the way, just to put that into perspective. There we go. So that's everything. Sorry.
And they're brilliant on their own, just for all your sort of backgrounds as well, especially if you love your mixed media, they're going to be amazing. Right, the first thing I want to do before we use our little cottage is make the templates. I've done the templates for my box. We're going to put our box together so we create a base to put our little house onto. So what I've done is I've cut out a piece of card 6.5 inch square, and then I've scored it at 1 inch in. Then I've cut another piece of card at 8.5 inch square, and I've gone 2 inches in. So I've made one on my box lid, one on my box base, okay? So that's going to make your box to fit this little house. And the reason I did it this way, Ben, is because it fits those little fences perfectly. Yeah. So which is amazing. So let's make our little box base to start with. Then I'm going to be using, now I haven't got a set of the dies to hand, but you do get little dies to do all your embellishments with as well. And what that does is originally, I mean, it doesn't matter now because of the price that it is now. Absolutely redonkulous price.
Redonkulous, I love that.
Say that this time.
Redonkulous.
Redonkulous. Yeah, but we kept the cost down originally because we didn't put dies in them. So to now have it at an absolute giveaway price, when you can do so much to it. So you think about, I'm doing mine as a little Easter bunny house with Easter eggs. You could do it for Christmas. Yeah. So you could create your own little Christmas garden, give them as gifts. You don't have to just do them as they're intended for with the regular sort of houses. So that's our box space. Then I've used Sarah's, I wanted to create a scene in the garden. So I've used the Easter box. Yep.
How cute is that little box?
It's amazing,
with the little fluffy bunny butts in there.
Oh, it's so lovely.
Lush.
Yeah, really lovely. Yeah, so it's a great one to craft with, especially, one more, especially if you're creating for Easter, because that's not far away now, is it? It's only a couple of weeks, isn't it?
It is, is it the 17th of April, I think it is? Or 16th, 17th, 15th, I think it's that week.
15th is Good Friday, yes, you're right.
17th, yeah. Yeah, because we're away, I'm going away next week 2 weeks.
Oh yes, you're away on holiday.
Going away to
Oh,
Cyprus.
your first holiday abroad.
Can't wait. I can't wait.
Not first, but
Not
first since lockdown.
Yeah, for 3 years. And that was one of the questions that Daisy asked straight away because she twigged that we were away for Easter. And there's a question.
Oh, so you're actually away for Easter?
Easter, yeah.
Ah.
Whether or not the Easter bunny delivers to Cyprus.
Oh, yeah,
so-
I forget that the little ones still believe. Right, so another little trick here. So when we've made these templates in the past, we've always just put them to the bottom of the card, drawn round them, cut them out.
Yeah.
Now, when you do that, you then become a bottomless house.
Oh.
So, yeah, not got a bottom in there.
No.
So they're sort of freestanding. So we did them like this one. You could put a little tea light under there, a battery operated one. So they're made for that. But I want a bottom on my house. So all you're going to do is move this up so you create that bottom. So where you've got this piece here, all I'm now going to do is, draw around here. So you just draw around the whole of that, and where that piece is there, I'm just going to come down slightly so I know that that's where I'll cut to, okay? And then let me bring in the one that I've already done. So you can see here, we've got all the ones that we cut there. So I'm gonna actually do it just to show you how well they just cut out and become these beautiful templates. So nice and easy. You just trim it, and they've all got really like just nice straight edges, so no complication when you're cutting them. They're just nice and easy to snip round and create. So you could be creating these with the kids. Great for Easter projects.
Oh, great idea.
In the holidays.
Yeah.
Because they can easily draw around all these templates. I mean, what child wouldn't like to make their own little house for whatever occasion?
Little money boxes. I always think.
Yes, a money box. That's a brilliant idea.
I always think as well. By the way, 15% of the stock gone. These are flying tonight, and I'm so pleased because the price is ridiculous. If you've got kids who love to play with little cars as well, I always used to have the dinky cars when I was little, and I'd have loved something like this, because I used to have one of those mats which had like the different buildings on. You drive the cars around, it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
If you'd have had something like this to create a little village where you could drive all your cars around, I would have been an
That
absolute
would have been amazing.
heaven. So if the kids love playing with the cars, I think they're going to love this. I mean, I always think of this particularly Christmas time, having a little, people are like to run a little train set around the tree.
Yes.
Running a train set maybe through the little Christmas village that you could create. There's lots of different things that you can do with this collection.
Absolutely. So where you're going to score into your sides, all we want to do then, Ben, is to cut that up. So I'm going to cut up and just snip those out. So what I've actually created is that base of our box. So nice and easy. It doesn't have to, you don't have to not have it. If you want to have a full base, you can do that, but I don't need a full base. I just need something that I can stick down to my main box. So all we're going to do is do this, and then what you're going to do is take your scoreboard and then put in all those score lines. So you could see that didn't take no time whatsoever. And then get your scoreboard, and I'm just doing it so you know how I've done it, because I've actually put one together with my papers.
Yeah.
But once you've got your scoreboard, you just find your notch, and then you can just go down all those notches. Oh, find the right one there. There we go. And you're just going to put those score lines in. And then once you've got all your score lines, that's then just going to fold up to become your little house with your pieces on the bottom, okay?
Gotcha.
So let's now switch to our main one. So exactly the same, I've done all my score lines on here, got my bottom piece, and then we're going to construct this all together.
Cute.
So as you can see, that will all turn round in itself. Oh, there we go.
Are those papers again from the Easter box?
Yes,
Yeah.
all from the Easter box.
Yeah.
Everything's from the Easter box, apart from the pink cardstock.
Right.
And then we've just got our sides that go in. So you've got to turn these in. And then we've got one. So one of them you want to glue. And then you've got one that's got your piece on the top, okay? Now, in your collection, you'll find those little dies that give you the little roof tiles.
Yes.
So I've created my roof tiles. Again, all these papers from the Easter box. And we're going to take these onto here to create our roof. But what I've done with this one, I've added an extra piece. So where I've put all my tiles down, I've got this piece, which I've made slightly bigger, Ben. So it's the same size to go on here, but I've done it so it will attach to this little little lip.
Yeah.
So when it tucks in, it will tuck in and snugly fit, rather than it be a tiny lip that will keep popping out, because we want to put those eggs in there. So we're just going to pop these all into place.
Do you know what? I'm loving the amount of people now who are saying, oh, I'm getting this, can't miss out on this. Should I? Says I got this collection yesterday. Michelle Sakos on YouTube says, ordered mine. Now I can just watch. Linda Ryan on YouTube says, here we go, Linda Ryan. This is what Linda says. I'm currently doing the church right now. If you don't have these, get them. They're really lovely to work with.
Yeah, they are.
Especially at this price tonight.
Absolutely.
Mega Cute says Lumin Jenny on YouTube. I love the cottage, says Samantha Cheney. Mary Pat 1000, hello Mary Pat, says I love this village so much that I purchased it immediately during the original launch. This price is a super deal. Yeah, I'm telling you what. I mean, the launch price was great for what you get, right? Tonight, though, it is just simply, I'll use Debbie's word, I'll nick it, redonkulous.
Redonkulous.
Absolutely redonkulous for this collection. If you've been waiting, if you've been hoping that this price would be brought down to something ridiculous, tonight is the night. But bear in mind, these are flying out of the door currently. Very, very busy for this collection this evening. And again, do you know what? Isn't it great to see Debbie's Take Here using these to create decorations for like an Easter box? And you've made such a great point, and I always fall for this trap, whether it be collections like this or whether it be stencils or whatever. I always look at the whole, and I always think as in the whole thing.
Yes.
And I always think, well, you've got to use everything every time, and that's just not the point at all, is it?
No,
as you're showing,
not
is
at all.
it?
Not at all. And I think it's a really good point as well, that it means that you can bring in whatever collections you want to decorate these. No one has to have a brick house when you're crafting. You can have a pretty gingham house if that's what you want. So yeah, I love all of that you can do all those things, which is amazing. So we're just going to put our tape onto this bottom and onto the other side. So all of these and all of the houses you can make into little gift boxes.
Oh yeah.
Just by adding on that bottom. So we've got all that. I'm just going to make sure we just pop that down. I'm just going to get that straight. I thought I'd do that to stick it a little bit, and then it won't stay into place. So let me just pop that down, and then I'm just going to put my hand in to just grab that.
Do you know what you've also shown brilliantly here as well, is that actually they are really easy to work with? Because I think sometimes people can go, well, templates might be a bit too faffy, might be difficult to put together, but you've literally done that, start to finish.
Yeah, absolutely.
In next to no time, so it is super simple. Could you, I know I mentioned this earlier on, and some people do chat about it, and I know you drew around it. Could you emboss the lines on these if you wanted?
Emboss the lines.
Like, so some people with templates or stencils run them through the machine, don't they, rather than tracing them through?
Yeah, the reason I don't do that, Ben, is because, and it is probably to do with the lighting, you can't really see your embossed line in the lighting. So I always prefer to draw mine in. But absolutely, if you've got cardstock, and no one has lighting like we have in the studio. Yeah. So yeah, so you're likely to see it better when you're at home. So you could absolutely emboss the lines in and then cut it out, and then you don't have any of the lines. But in all honesty, for the time it takes to do that, to draw around it, I just find it a lot easier to follow an actual line than an embossed detailed line. The other thing with embossing it is getting an accurate line, because you never know which line to sort of go in. There's always a little sort of hang in there, because it's pushed down the detail. So do you chop the embossed line off, or do you keep the embossed line on? Yeah. So it's a little bit like that. So there we go. That's how quick it was to do our little house. Then I'm going to be bringing in our fences here, which we're going to pop around the side. So we're just going to build these all up. And I'm going to use my, let's use my dotty tape pen. And we're just going to pop those on the bottom. So just along.
I mean, to buy a whole village for £35, $40, I mean, how much is a house these days? Do you know what I mean? It's a heck of a deal, isn't it? Tell your friends, I bought a village. How much does it cost you? $40. Got a church, got a townhouse.
It's crazy, isn't it, to think how much houses do cost these days.
Oh, I know.
Like my mum and dad, I remember we lived in a council house when we were little, and then my mum and dad got an option to purchase their council house for £7,000.
How many years ago was that?
So we're probably going back, I would have been 16, so I'm 53 now.
37 years ago.
Yeah, so
it's
37
about
years ago.
Late 90s then.
Yeah, like late 90s, yeah. And but they decided to buy anyway, so we bought a different house.
Yeah.
But then that house, because it was a brand new house, and my dad's still in there now. But they bought that for £23,000.
Yeah.
So even then, it's like you think, my goodness, people pay that for cars nowadays.
Yeah. Well, I remember when
a whole 3-bedroom house.
When we moved down to Devon, like the first cottage that we had, like lovely in Brixham, beautiful seaside town, beautiful cottage. I'm sure Mum and Dad only paid like £30,000 for that, and goodness knows what that would be worth now. I mean, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? It is ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous. Right, so, and now I'm just decorating, because I'm not going to do all we've got lots to get through in the next couple of hours, so I'm just going to bring in the embellishments that I've done out of Sarah's one. So I've got that pot with that little cute bunny and his little fluffy towel on the end there. Then we've got our base, so we can now pop our house into place. So just choose which way round you want. And all I've done with that, I didn't even show you, but I had just a ribbon. If you just loop your ribbon and place it underneath your card, that would just give you that little hanger. And then we're just going to pop this all onto the box. And in fact, I think I'm going to, oh, it's all right, I've got my pen at hand, so we'll just use that. So if not, a wet glue would probably be much better. I just haven't got it to hand. And then I'm just going to double that up just by putting extra onto there. Let's put a bit more to hold that in place. And it doesn't matter which way round that goes, because I'm not worried about having doors on the actual house itself, because I just want to make sure, let's just pop that into place. I just want to make sure, firstly, that we've got it onto our base, because then we've got some little rabbits to decorate with. So pop that on, and then I've got these 2 little cute rabbits.
How cute is this?
And also I've done the clock, so that clock from that stamp set. I mean, this is brilliant, just even having this little clock here that you can put on. So we can pop this into place.
What time you got there?
The right way. So this
it's wrong time. You didn't put it forward, did you not?
Oh no, yeah, it's the middle of the night. Should we go home? Oh, I tell you what I haven't done, Ben.
What have you not done?
We forgot about these. So these are what go around the rooftop. Look, so the edges. Look at that, finish.
What do they call those? Gables?
Yeah, gables, yes. So just those finishing touches just make everything look so much nicer. So let's just pop them on.
Pammy says, I got these, so glad I bought it. It's a fantastic set. Oh, Margaret Crook says, Ben, that is why I've just bought it. Here we go, this is what I said. I will make a village for my grandson to play with his mat and cars for his birthday. The kids will love that. If they play with their cars and they've got one of those mats, absolutely, Margaret, glad I could be of help. That's going to be an awesome way to use these, create the little villages. And Mary Pat is saying, I remember sewing the mats for my kiddos for their Matchbox vehicles and thought this village would be awesome to populate the town. Miriam just says, I've got this set and I've made most everything with the Easter theme paper. So you guys are using these already. You're thinking of different ways that you'll be able to use them as well. This demo that Debbie's in the midst of too, I mean, there's been some great demos, but this is my favourite of the day so far.
Yeah, I love it. I just wanted to do something a bit different and show how versatile these houses are. You don't just have to stick to what they sort of were intended, I suppose. And there's so many different occasions throughout the year that you can do these for. I mean, look how cute these little rabbits are looking inside. And then I've just got all these little chicks that we're just going to pop on the outside, on the side, just to sort of hide any workings and just to make it a little bit more fun. So just popping them all on. And all these embellishments are in Sarah's Easter box. So we're just going to pop that on.
Samantha's just ordered hers. Samantha Cheney, with the price reduction, it finally got me, says Samantha. Another great shout here, says, I think this collection will be a great addition to my kids' Sunday school crafting time.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, if you are like a leader, again, we talked about this earlier on, like Cub Scouts, great collection for the kids to be working with. But have a look at that gorgeous, gorgeous project. I love that. So cute.
So cute, isn't it? And then you just fill it up. So I'll bring this one in, and I've put Easter eggs in the base, and just that little surprise, just little Easter eggs.
Let me come and have a close little look at that. I just need to.
Oh, did you want to have a
No,
close
I just want to
look?
see. I just want to see the. I want to see the house up
Are you
close.
gonna, oh, I thought you were going to pinch.
No,
it.
no, I just want to see. I want to see it up close. Oh, that's so clever.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
That is so. I love how that. Look how that works. That the top opens up.
It's very cute,
Look,
isn't it?
and then you got the little the eggs. Oh, one's fallen out.
Oh, no.
no.
Good job you caught
It's
it.
a good job I caught. I'll just go and.
Yeah, it's just nice, isn't it, to be able to have a play, use those papers in your stash, and just create beautiful little Easter boxes.
That's such a cute idea. Seriously. Is it alright if I knit one?
Yes, of course.
All right. Thank you. Right. Oh, is it me? Is it my turn? Okay. Shall I? Can I? Do you want me, am I doing the? Oh, you want me to talk? Sorry.
I'm still eating it.
You've done a bit. I'll talk. Oh, that's nice.
Just little mini eggs, yeah?
I thought. No, it's hard. It's
You
like
can all dip in
solid one.
afterwards.
No, I'll tell you what.
I forgot to put the clock on.
You're here either side of Anne-Marie, aren't you?
Yes.
So you can take some, pop one into the
Oh,
guys.
yes, I'll pop some into the guys. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Grab these whilst they're at this price, because they are flying. 70% off, 20% of the stock has gone. This is your opportunity to grab, I think, a collection potentially that you kind of looked aside at before and gone, no, can't stretch to that. Want to get it, but I cannot stretch. Tonight, this is affordable for most, I would say, at £34, $39. Build your own villages. Whatever you're getting these for, this is the night to jump in and grab them. So you get all of the stamps to be able to create the textures, you know, for your walls, for the buildings, for the little clock there, for your church. Absolutely amazing. And then you've got all of the templates to build all of the different buildings that you've got within this collection. So you've got your church there, once again with all of these templates to make the actual building itself, and then you've got the dies to be able to then decorate up, and these are the kind of things that you can create as well. Look at that gorgeous church, absolutely stunning. You can do this with ease with this collection. Then you're going to get the thatched cottage again. Not much to look at really, that template, but it will help you in conjunction with this set here to be able to create your cute little thatched cottage with the fence running around the outside. You've then got in this collection your townhouse. Again, doesn't look much, that template, does it? But combine that with the dies that you're going to get, you created yourself a townhouse. These really are phenomenal. They are going this evening. Make sure you do not miss out. Cozy cottage, again, one set, one template creates a little cottage. Then you've got the dies to add on there to create the windows, to create the door, to create the gables for your cottage. And then lastly, you've got that gorgeous manor house. Again, boring old template makes exciting project right here, and we give you then all of the dies to go with that as well to make these look the absolute business. Don't forget you get those texture stamps included too. What a buy tonight, probably the star buy of the day. I'm calling it $34.29 platinum, $39.94. You are saving £100, $116. If you don't grab these tonight, I don't think you're ever going to grab them, because the price is literally, in the words of Debbie, redonkulous. Next up, let's look at this evening's Monday Mega Deal. Deal. Love Debbie, always does my little things, never forgets. Never. Oh, you didn't have a mic up? Oh, Monday Mega Deal.
Deal.
It's here for 20, this is brilliant. Here for 24 hours or while stocks last. We're talking about die cutting tools. Again, this is brilliant. If you're starting up in your crafting, if you're looking for kind of the accessories that you'll come back to time and time again, this is a collection to go for. You've got your die brush tool here. This is going to come with your foam. Perfect for cleaning out your dies. Perfect for those more difficult dies, intricate ones potentially. You can't get all the bits and pieces out. Yes, you could use your pokey tool. You can use the die brush tool to do it a lot quicker. We're also going to give you with this the replacement heads as well. So you're going to get 3 of those included. You won't need to use those. you know, soon after you've got this brush, just change them when you find the brush itself is perhaps not doing the job that it was. You've got 3 included in there. You've then also got 3 rolls of your low tack tape too. Super handy to have lots of that included on your little dispenser rolls as well, so it's nice and easy for you to be able to dispense those. And then no craft room would be a craft room without these little bad boys, the Poke Tools. You're going to get 2 of these in this collection. It is a 35% saving. So this plus this plus this plus this is yours tonight for just £8.30 if you're a Platinum member, $13.42 if you are shopping with us in the US and you want to pick those up tonight. It is the Monday Mega Deal. Deal.
Deal.
Deal.
Deal.
Deal. It's here for 24 hours or whilst stocks last. Right. I feel like I'm squatting a lot today. Oh, my legs are burning. And up. Right, next up. Abstract Shape Stamp and Die Collection. 35% saving here, 6 dies, 18 stamps in total, and these are going to create, well, look at the price tonight, £24.93, $34.16. Going to create for you the most beautiful cards, whether you're using the dies themselves to create beautiful apertures, whether these are opportunities for you to do a bit of paper piecing, plenty that you can do with these dies. And as always, what we've managed to do with a collection like this is build in not only beautiful sentiments, but sentiments that actually work with the dies that you've got. And these are super clever for the fact, as I say, they're super craftable, but I love the fact that you've got the shape of the actual butterfly as the shape of the die, and then of course all of the intricate little die cuts within it are butterflies as well. So not only is it going to create you a beautiful aperture, but you'll then get all of the waste, if you like, to be able to use elsewhere in a project or keep for later on in your gubbins box, however you do it. 3 stamps that you're going to get with each of the dies. And if you think that butterfly is gorgeous, take a look at the other beautiful dies that we've got. That balloon, how amazing is that? Our guys are literally the best because it creates that gorgeous, stunning shape and then built up by loads of balloons to create the balloon. The effect is amazing. Celebrate, happy birthday, and congratulations. Then you've got the heart, always one of my favourites in this collection. It's called Endless Love. So I love the fact that you've got the kind of like real hand-drawn sort of feel to the hearts that you've got with inside that heart frame. You've got To the Happy Couple, love you, and love is in the air. That sounded a bit Kermit Frog, that, didn't it? You've then got your stars, again, beautiful, perfect for birthdays, you know, perfect for celebratory cards. You're a star, congratulations, happy birthday. This is stunning as well, the foliage flurry. I thought it said foliage fury then for a second. Foliage flurry, but again, look at all of the different detail that you've got with inside the actual leaf itself. Maybe perfect for those sort of autumnal cards, harvest cards potentially. I think that would be great for. And then lastly, the celebration cake. I mean, that is just absolutely joyous, isn't it? Creates the frame of the cake, the aperture of the cake, and then you've got balloons and stars and the little candles on there as well. Happy birthday to you. Let's celebrate, and just for you. £24.93, $34.16. Let's have a look at these with Debbie. It's a lovely, lovely collection, this, isn't it? And from all the bits and pieces that you cut out with your die, you've got lots of different pieces then to embellish with, haven't you?
Yeah, very clever dies, because that's exactly what they've done. They've made sure that those designs work as your little extras.
Yeah.
They're not just like half cut into them. You're getting like proper hearts and stars out of them and butterflies, which is incredible. So first of all, before we cut our piece of card, I want to create a background.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just using my ink pad. So I'm using, well, this one, on my actual demo one, I did use, it's a slightly different colour. This one is the plum pudding, where I actually used crushed velvet, but it's fine. We'll just pop this on. I've got ones that are already done.
Okay.
I just wanted to show you how well you could do a background without actually using any papers, because sometimes it's all very nice having paper pads, but it's nice also to just be able to go in with our inks and get a bit creative.
Yeah.
So I'm using, so you could just say crushed velvet and a fuchsia.
Okay.
And we're just going to blend these two together. So just going on to our card, and they just look lovely together. Now all I'm trying to do is create a background, and I want quite a vivid background, quite one that's going to stand out, because our die cut is going to go over the top. So I want this to look through on the inside. So just pop in all that ink into place. And then I haven't got any water with me, but if you just flick some water on there, you'll create a faux bleached effect. So flick a little bit of water, put some kitchen towel down, and then when you lift it up, it will create this sort of effect, which looks really beautiful, okay? So that gives us our background. Then we want to use our piece of card that's going to go over the top. So even though I'm hiding that, I've still got my edge. And then I want to die cut the actual design, the heart one, through that centre.
That's my favourite thing of this set. I love the hearts within the heart.
Yeah, and they're lovely hearts. Some of them are quite quirky.
Yeah.
They've got sort of a little, a sort of wobbly shape.
They're the kind of hearts that you draw when you doodle.
Yes,
aren't
absolutely.
They?
Yeah, you never get the perfect. Well, I can't draw a perfect heart, that's for sure.
No, me neither.
So popping that right sort of roughly in the centre, and then we can run that through. I've never been very good at drawing. I can draw if I copy something, but I can't just freehand
draw. You mean like
draw.
Look at it and draw, trace over it?
No, I can look at it and draw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can draw, but I'd have to copy a drawing. I'm not very good at mentally imagining something to draw it. I can't work the lines out.
Like if you get like tutorials, I could follow a tutorial to draw, but couldn't, if you asked me to draw a car or something, it would be terrible.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not very good at drawing, but I can draw, so if that makes sense.
But you're good at so many other things, Debbie.
Well, I try my best. Probably crafting's about it. It's quite funny again, because it was Mother's Day yesterday and my daughter's over, and my daughter gives away all my sort of secrets. And I have to be honest, I don't like cooking. I've never liked cooking. So my mum used to cook, and she was a really good cook, but we also had lots of processed food. So I sort of really brought my kids up, which is really bad, but on sort of chicken nuggets and chips, fish fingers. We did have, like, I made shepherd's pies, but they all come from jars of sauces or gravy. And, yeah, it is, but I didn't, but my daughter was moaning, saying that, like, she doesn't eat anything processed. Like, they cook everything fresh. And we now do, because Al cooks for me, so we eat everything fresh. So, and it makes such a difference, and I'm enjoying food more than I've ever enjoyed food. So I think there's something to say for...
Is that also for the fact that Al's doing most of the cooking?
Oh,
that's why you're enjoying it more,
I think that's a lot to do with it, yeah, absolutely. Right, now what we are going to do, we're going to do a bit of a shaker card. So I've got my red liner tape, so all we're going to do is take off the red liner tape backing. So just whip that off. I
really enjoy cooking, you know.
I like baking. I love baking, but I don't like cooking.
Oh, I enjoy cooking, but I just don't get a chance to do a lot of it, because Laura is brilliant at cooking, and she genuinely loves to make food. Like it's not, do you know what I mean? It's not that it's like, oh, you know, you go make another meal. She genuinely loves to be in the kitchen, so I just don't get the opportunity very often. And
that's a shame, but it's nice that she enjoys it. I wish I did, honestly. I wished I enjoyed cooking.
Yeah.
I'd much rather be crafting than cooking.
Well, it's good that you're baking, though. You like baking. That's good.
Yeah, I don't mind baking, although I just don't get the opportunity to do it very often. And because there's only two of us, it just gets wasted otherwise. I was just saying that. I could bring it up here.
Could bring it up here, actually. No waste if you put any baked goods up there.
Nothing gets wasted up here, no.
I'm very lucky because, as I say, Laura loves to cook, so I get lovely meals at home. And my Daisy, who's now 10, she's turned into a brilliant little baker. We keep telling her, asking if she wants to apply for the Junior Bake Off, because she's so good. Yesterday, I don't know if I told you. I probably did. She made a Victoria sponge.
Oh, I thought you were going to say she'd heard from them.
Oh, no, she hasn't applied. She's like, no, she hasn't done it. But she's so, like, just in the kitchen, she does it. I was like, have you written down all the instructions and whatnot, the recipe? She said, no, just remember it. She's there. She bought herself a little electric whisk the other day.
Oh.
Yeah, she's super cute. Puts a little chef's hat on her apron. Victoria sponge yesterday with clotted cream. Oh,
that's amazing.
Beautiful.
My Ruby's going to be like that. So she cooks with Al. Whenever she comes over, she's always on the little footstool and up in the kitchen, yeah. So she made her own toffee sauce yesterday. It was like, it tastes a little bit like Reese's. It was like a peanut butter fudge sauce. And we just had that over ice cream. So she made all this hot butter, peanut butter sauce. So she loves it.
How old is she now?
She's 7 now.
7.
I know, it's crazy.
It's good to get them doing stuff like that, I think.
Yeah,
isn't
totally.
It? You know, get them crafting, get them baking, get the kids cooking.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Right, now, what we're going to do now, Ben, is I've put on my acetate, attached that to the backing of with red liner tape, and then I've put my foam on a roll on there.
Foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll.
Hey,
Yes,
I looked
Debbie.
here and thought, I never mentioned it that I'd put it on. It's because I put it on beforehand.
Thank
the
you, Debbie.
reason I put it on beforehand is because I put 2 layers. With the one in the studio is quite a thin. You get different widths.
Yeah.
Widths, depths.
Thickness.
Thickness, yeah. So I put two layers on, that, which is why. And then I've just got my little sequins here. So I'm just going to place them into the centre. So pop them in there. Now also, the hearts that you took out, I have coloured mine in, but also put a couple in because you've got some of these little white ones. You've got loads of your little ones. So with the little ones, just pop them in. You could just use all of them, but I think with the sequins and the smaller ones, they look super cute put in there. So there we go. It's just, let's put a couple of the bigger ones in there. The little quirky ones, that's it. And then we can put, just flattening that to make sure that this will fit over the top. And I'm also going to make sure we've not got an upside down card. No, we're doing good. And then we're going to centralise that so we've still got that border coming around the edge. I mean, how pretty is all of that looking? And then just make sure that that is all pushed right down, so then it will all shake inside.
Yes.
And then, so these ones I've coloured in. So the piece that I coloured in first of all, I cut the heart out again, so I got the same amount. And then I've just put them through my sticker machine. And we're just going to put some around here. And just fill in sort of the white space, really. And then let's pop some up here. And then all I've got a little sign, here it is, love you.
Ah,
Just to put on the edge there.
that's one of the sentiments that comes with it, isn't it?
It is.
Love you, love is in the air, love is in the air. And to the happy couple. Aww.
Yeah, some really nice ones. And make sure that you keep a note of what you have in your stash, because these are so lovely to use, these little sentiments.
Yeah.
And when we've got dies and we put them away, we just forget to use them. And then I'm just going to dot some, I've just got some little, what they call gems. And we're just going to pop them around.
I love that you've created a shaker though, because these do open up so many possibilities for cards, don't they? Whether again, you were just going to pop a different colour behind, because you could paper piece these back in as well if you wanted, couldn't you?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, which would look beautiful. It's just loads of different designs to do. We always do dies that we cut out, but having dies that we can cut in look beautiful, and I absolutely love that. Just a really nice way of being able to do a completely different shaker card. Use your mats and layers, use your ink pads, and then it looks absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, I'm loving all of these, mate. Do you know what? It's going to be a tough vote when we get to the demo of the show later and then demo of the day. I think my favourite so far in this show, I love that card. I loved also the amazing little box that Debbie made with our Country Village collection. But if you're loving the abstract shape, stamp and die collection, really gorgeous. You've seen there just a little snapshot of the kind of things that you've got the ability to make with this set. And I'll show you again the designs that you're going to receive. You've got your beautiful butterflies in there. So the butterfly wishes. Again, look how clever that is. We could have just given you the outline to create that aperture. No, but within it, you've got all of the little mini butterflies, which you can then either to paper piece back in or use elsewhere, like Debbie did on that last card, to decorate up this project, or stick them in your gubbins box and use them later on. 3 different sentiments that you're going to get with that collection as well. Then you've got the balloons, which are just stunning. A balloon made from a lovely selection of balloons. Let's celebrate. Happy birthday. Congratulations. That's the heart die, the endless love that you just saw Debbie use a few moments ago. We love that. The doodly hearts. With to the happy couple, love you and love is in the air. Then you've got the stars. You are a star, congratulations and happy birthday. This is gorgeous as well, the foliage flurry, not fury, foliage flurry. That beautiful aperture built up of all of those different leaves and stems and foliage. You've got thankful for you, missing you and thank you. And then lastly, how cool is that cake? Just the business, that, isn't it? Again, look at all of the little die cuts that you'll have to either piece back in, use elsewhere on a project, but how beautiful as a starter point for a card there with that lovely celebration cake. Great price tonight. You're saving £16.78. You're saving $23 on the nose. Platinum price is $24.93, saving another 20%, $34.16. Now, if you want to make your own backgrounds as well, like Debbie was using just a few moments ago, the water reactive ink pads are really good for doing that and for doing those techniques, as Debbie was talking about, with the splashing of the water to create that sort of faux bleach technique. These are the water reactive ink pads that you want to go for. We've popped together 10 this evening for you in a collection with a £10.91, $14.51 saving, and the colours you are going to receive are your straw bale, you've got your plum jam, you've got your twilight grey. Can you guess who's coming next? Ooh, frosty, that jade, isn't she? Oh dear. Frosty Jade, you've got she's got a right face on. She's got a proper chew on. That's what they say up here, isn't it? You've got baby blue, you've got grasshopper, seal brown, fire brown, sandstorm, and finally your crushed velvet. All 10 for £31.19 platinum, $43.99, and very, very swiftly, I'll just rattle through the Centura Pearl deal that we've got available for you. You know how gorgeous our Centura Pearl is. We've got a lovely collection of colours for you, 100 sheets, 10 different colours in total. So you've got your baby blue, baby pink, cherry, lilac. Oh, love that pumpkin. That is gorgeous. I'm glad we put this in the collection. Along with your black, you're also going to get 10 sheets of ivory, 10 sheets of, oh, I've not seen that one before. Mink. Mink. No, I have not seen the mink before. Don't know why I'm saying it like that. Mink. Turquoise. And then you're also going to get, I think this one's called Christmas green. I might be wrong, but Christmas, we'll call it green, in there as well. What a price that is tonight. Saving 20% plus another 20% if you're platinum. 100 sheets of your Centura Pearl for £24 or $40. Next up, whizzing along to the Intralace dies. Let's have a quick look at these bad boys. By the way, these are on a great deal for you tonight as part of Monday Makers, getting all 4 of these in total with a 30% saving. Saving $23.99 or $29.94. Ignore the church. Sorry, don't worry. I put it all there because I want you to still see the Country Village collection. It does look pretty, actually. Kind of works like with the church there and then the church that you've got in your Intralace dies. These really are superb, and we'll get into these very quickly. You've got the gorgeous designs included. So you've got kind of your creator card dies and that gorgeous detailing all the way through, whether you go for the church. This one's called The One I Love. Gorgeous heart detailing on there. You've got the framed with love. I mean, come on, how amazing is that? Creator card / edgeable technology going on here. Just phenomenal. And then lastly in this set, Debbie showed you a finished card with this a few moments ago, actually, the beautiful bird cage. Rattle through that fairly quickly because I know we're a bit pressed for time, but we just wanted to have a look at these with Debbie. £44.78 or $55.89 is your platinum price if you want to pick these up today. You love these, don't you, Debbie?
Yeah, I do. I think the detail in them is incredible, and I think our dies just get more and more intricate, which are lovely. And with the help of the Gemini, they just cut, the technology of dies cut just beautifully these days. So I'm going to use that bird cage. It is so ornate and so beautiful, and there's so many different things that you can use it for, different occasions throughout the year. And actually, not even any occasion, even if you just want to write to someone and just say hello, just send a nice message. These are so much nicer than just writing a little letter. Have a card and put the letter in them, and it's so stunning. So what these dies do is they cut, they emboss, and they stencil. So there's 3 things that they do, and please make sure you do them because there is so much detail in them. It would just be such a shame to waste that detail. And what I mean by that, so when it comes out, I will show you exactly that. What we're going to do is we're going to use our rubber mat to emboss. So once that's cut out, you can see that's cut out, took the side off there, cut out absolutely beautiful. If there are any sort of loose pieces, you could just tap them out, but I think we're all good. And then what I'm going to do is turn my mat over, turn your die over so it's facing up to you, And then you want to take your purple rubber mat, and that is what you're going to place over the top, because there's added detail in these dies that really look beautiful when you emboss them.
Yeah.
There's lots of dies now that we do that you can emboss. We went through a stage, I remember when I first started die cutting, every die you could emboss and it would show detail. And then I think dies got so detailed that we never then showed the actual embossed detail in them. So taking that out, and you can see, like even before I take it out, can you see that embossed like flower here, and there's a leaf here, and some swirls down here. It's all those details that you won't get. Now you might not be able to see them in this, but when we turn it round, most of this white space is where you can go in with your ink pads. So I'm going to go in, first of all, let's go in with my straw bow, and we're going to just give our little, I'm assuming it's like a little blue tip. That's what it looks like to me.
It can be whatever bird you want it to be, I suppose.
It can be whatever bird you want it to be, yeah,
but
absolutely.
Yeah, blue tit is good.
But I'm going to make him a sort of blue tit. So I'm just going to put my yellow on the flowers.
I love seeing this as well, because I'm sure, I mean, I do have a bit of a bad memory, as you know, but I'm sure only sort of in the last 2-3 months have I seen us doing more of this, like stenciling through the dies, and I think it's such a great thing to do. Yeah,
it's really nice. It just adds extra detail, makes it look lovely.
Yeah.
Where else? What green? We've got a leaf down here. And then we've just got some swirls there.
Swaddles.
And then we're just going to use our blues to go in with our bird. I've lost, maybe John, he would find them for me.
John is here, you are every demand. What would you like?
I can't find the, what's the word? The little finger daubers.
Oh, finger daubers?
Yes. They seem to have disappeared.
Has just found them for you.
He's just
Look
found
at that. If they don't, they were just literally to the side.
They were just there.
If they don't jump out and hit you in the face, that's what my wife would say.
They would be easier to put on, because can you see, I can't get into, now I can get into those little details.
Have we got this back in stock?
Probably not, so apologies. It's just that they're easy to add into the mix, so but at least I know where they are now. Right, so when you then take this out, let's take that off. Look at all that beautiful detail that you have. It is, it's absolutely lovely. And so worth just taking the time to put that extra colour in. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to bring this in. Let's pop all that to the side, and I'm going to attach that to the front of some acetate. And then if I just bring in these cards here, what I've then done is I've just added some yellow cardstock just to a piece of card on the back. And that piece of card, I'll tell you the measurements, is 7 1/4 by 6 3/4. So let's attach that.
Whilst you're gluing, must say hello to Zara, who's a newbie watching tonight. Hello, Zara.
That's 2 newbies we've had today.
Is it?
Yeah, we had one earlier.
Mandy.
Yes.
Earlier on. Memory. If you are a newbie, by the way, do feel free to give us a digital wave by saying hello on Facebook or YouTube, and we'll give you a shout out. We'll give you a mention.
Shout out.
Shout out, mate. We'll give you a shout out.
We love it.
We love it when we get newbies watching, and also if you are a yeah, that's right, isn't it? Yeah, or a hunky junkie, or indeed
I love that. Is that a new one?
Then do get in touch with us and give us a wave, because Anne-Marie is limbering up just the other side of camera 5, which is the one I'm looking at you at. She's there. She's like this. She's getting ready to do a final hour with Hunkydory in just a few moments' time. Yes, do let us know. By the way, Terminal STRM on YouTube says, I've hidden the bank card from my wife, and then your wife has just commented, don't worry, I've already got the details memorised. That's my favourite 2 comments of the day so far.
That is so funny. I've put it on a bit of acetate, put just a lip on the top and folded it over, so that could go on the front of our card. But also what I've done is cut this out again in just some gold matte mirror card, because that way just snip it out. The snippability in all these dies are beautiful, so make sure that you take advantage of that and just add all that extra detail into the mix. So not only do they cut, they stencil, they emboss, you can then sort of either paper piece them or actually position your papers, snip them out and position your papers over the top. So we've now got like a lovely gold bird cage.
That must be a very expensive bird to have a gold.
I think it's the Queen's.
The Queen's bird?
The Queen would only have a gold bird cage, wouldn't she?
Probably.
And then we're just going to put some tape, so just for quickness, because I know we've got Anne-Marie waiting in the wings there. Pop that over the top. And then all we're going to do is add a little, oh, it's gone. Where's it gone? Oh, I can't find
We
it.
lost.
I'm going to bring. I had a sentiment. So what I've done with this one is placed it in the centre, and then I just put "Thanks a bunch" at the side. Again, one of the little sentiments in there, and there you go.
Super duper, and again, such a versatile set is the Intralace die collection. 4 different designs. I'll quickly show you the designs again that you're going to receive in this set. Saving $23.99 today. It's a 30% saving basically. $29.24. Platinum price $44.78 or $55.89 is the deal on this. All 4 of those at a, I mean, that's gorgeous, isn't it? At a stunning low price. A massive thank you to Debbie. Debbie's going to be back for the second half of Monday Makers in just a little while. My tip from the top here for you, whilst we just get ready to bring in Anne-Marie, check out the deals on the Country Village collection. Flying out of the door. You need to jump in and grab those, and also very, very busy for the Intralace dies as well. Get your baskets checked out. Part 2 of Monday Makers coming your way in just over an hour's time. In between that, our final look at some brand new Hunkydory goodies with Anne-Marie in just a second.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours. I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing. I'm not singing. Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up. I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day. Quick Buy. All your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy. All your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook. where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Achieve crisp, precise, and perfect die cutting results every time with the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim. The idea behind the plastic shim is that it creates a thicker plate combination, offering an even more precise die cutting result with each pass. Simply pop a plastic shim between your cutting plates and then roll through your Gemini die cutting machine and voila! An amazing precise cut every time. Plastic shims work really well with detailed or thin metal dies. So if intricate cutting is your thing, then the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim is your best friend.
Quick Buy, get yours now.
Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. No, I did not just have a chocolate bar in that 3-minute break. What are you on about? I got it around my mouth. We're all good, we're all good. Right, welcome back. We've got 2 more hours of, or less than 2 hours now, of Monday Makers to go. And during the next hour, we have got, sorry, I'm really struggling. We have got a final hour with Anne-Marie from Hunkydory. Just a few of you just commenting and saying hello before we get into it. Paul Mitchell on Facebook. Good evening from Paignton, Devon. That's not the Paul Mitchell that I know, is it? I don't know. I know a Paul Mitchell from that neck of the woods. Let me know, Mitch, if that's you. You tuned in at a very unprofessional moment. Kim says, good afternoon from sunny Wisconsin. Working on a birthday card later, and I will be using Hunkydory. Val Loy says, hi Ben and Debbie. Sorry I'm late, but dog insisted on a longer walk. I have some of the dies in the show, and I love Hunkydory. Looking forward to seeing the show, says Val in Southampton. And Lumin Genie on YouTube says, I am a Hunkydory junkie. Well, let's say hello to lovely. It's a good job Anne-Marie knows me, because she knows how professional I normally am. Isn't that right, Anne-Marie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Are you having a great day here at
I'm having
TV
a
Towers?
wonderful day, thank you.
Excellent stuff. And we've seen that you've brought some amazing ranges with you, and actually so many have been hugely popular. We're going to start this particular show, the last show, with the Flight of the Butterflies. You can talk around this if you like. Luxury topper, Miri Magic Pad, toppers, card inserts, £27.97, $40.57 is the platinum price, with stock-wise 40% disappeared. So talk us through this collection, talk us through the designs, and also that Miri Magic, what's that all about?
Yeah, so what this is it's a whole collection that we have printed onto Miri cardstock. So you're used to seeing our Adorable Scoreable, our Matastic Adorable Scoreable, but this is something completely different. So it gives you a super reflective finish, because obviously it's Miri. But what you'll also find is there's all sorts of depth and dimension within all the imagery as well, because the way that the print is done, you can create some real sort of pop out images within there as well. It's just amazing. So this collection is, you're getting these like almost like mini toppers, these little 7x7 sheets.
Yeah, little finishing touches, aren't they?
Yeah, so you're going to get these included in there as well. So you're going to get, I think it's 8 of those, 4 designs, 2 of each. Gorgeous like additional sentiments, you've got tags on there, you've got like borders and things like that. So just a nice little addition, like they say, finishing touch to your card, because sometimes you just need that little bit more.
Yeah.
And they're just there for you.
Okay.
And then we're going to go into the main sort of topper collection. So this is your, I was going to say foiled, but they're not foiled because we don't need to foil them because they've got that fabulous mirror effect on them.
Yeah.
We've added sort of coloured borders to the toppers to make them look foiled. So you're getting, again, 4 different designs and you're going to get 2 of each.
I love these as well, the little pop-out letters.
They're amazing, aren't they?
They're so cute.
Yep. So I think you've got believe, love, joy, hope, dream.
Dream and joy. Did you say joy?
I think so.
Yeah. Anyway. But again, look at these. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. And I love the fact, again, that you've got sort of toppers of all different shapes and sizes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, some different shapes on that particular sheet as well. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Lots of sort of moody colours throughout here, a little bit grungy, a little bit distressed. This one is absolutely stunning. The colour is just gorgeous. And that one looks like it's almost got gold foil because of the print. It's just fabulous, isn't it?
Yeah, and once again, what I love is you give us like the actual image and then a frame and then another frame. It's like frames within frames within frames, isn't it?
Yeah, always. We like to maximise the space and make sure that you're getting as much as you possibly can on every single sheet.
It's such a cool effect, is this? I love it. I love the colour palette that you've got. I love the fact that you've got all these different butterflies in here and then even little sort of verse toppers as well.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? It's one of those that you need to get it home and see it with your own eyes as well, because unfortunately it just doesn't like studio lights.
No, I'm trying to wiggle this in the best way I can, but yeah.
It is tricky.
They do, like if you're loving the look of these right now, like when you get these home and see these up close, you will absolutely, your mind will be blown.
Yeah,
right,
you won't be disappointed. Then you get all your cardstock.
Yeah.
So you're going to get 16 sheets of your cardstock here. Again, you can get 8 different designs, 2 of each. So you're getting coordinating cardstock, so you can see, obviously, that was the one with all the letters on. You can see how they match up perfectly. And again, you know, you can fold this in half and use it as your base cards, but don't do that. Chop it up.
I got told off for that last time.
Chop it up. Yeah, you want to get the most out of it. You know, it's a premium collection. You want to make sure that you're getting your most out of it. So we chop it up.
Chop it up. And again, look at this, absolutely stunning. I love the fact that you've got it. It's almost like sort of like a map-like effect that you've got in the background there. The compass.
It's so beautiful. Honestly, it's one of those collections that the more you look at it, the more you're going to see going on in the background as well. It's stunning.
Then again, here you've got that real, true, like kaleidoscope, almost like a frame of butterflies you've got going on there.
It's so pretty, isn't it? You could be cutting all of those wings and lifting those wings up, you know, and give it some real dimension, and then just popping it in a box frame.
Yeah. And then lastly, you've got here.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? I just love the colour palette. It's so different, isn't it? You've got those sort of rich browns in there, that gorgeous turquoise, that really, really stunning amber colour as well. It's just lovely, really is.
And then you've got all of your inserts
all
as well
inserts
included.
As well, yeah. So all of these, obviously not a mirror. These are our usual matte finish for your inserts, but they are sort of edge to edge printed. So again, you can see how well they match up with the cardstock in the collection. And they just, again, just continue that journey from the outside of your card through to the inside. But they're not the star of the show. They're there just to make it look pretty all the way through.
And that, again, as you can see, like I know for those of you who know Hunkydory, you'll know this already, but you've seen like all of the toppers that you've got, you've seen all of the cards that you've got, and then the papers. There's no kind of fishing around and going, right, well, I've got a topper, but what paper can I use? Or, you know, I've got a topper, what cards can I use? It's all literally done for you within the kit itself. So there's no head scratching. No. It is quick and easy crafting. And you're just going to absolutely love. And to be honest with you, like, who isn't going to love this collection? Because you talk about flowers within craft, amazing. Butterflies within craft as well, an absolute must, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, an essential.
That's not all. I'm not going to fall for that old trick
well,
again.
I was waiting for it.
Remember in the last show, you've forgotten the pad. Not this time. Yeah, you can't catch me out twice. You're also going to get your gorgeous A6 Miri Magic Pad. Do you know what I love of this as well? It's only just a little thing. The fact that you first...
Me too.
There's the hole in the front.
It's just nice to see that contrast as well from the Miri to the usual adorable scoreable, just to see how reflective and how stunning it actually looks.
And would you use these? I mean, I know you get lots of sort of each of the images, but would you use these as like card fronts themselves, or would you tend to snip into these?
Yeah, I would be using them as card fronts. You're getting 18 different designs in there, 2 of each, so you have got some sort of decoupage ability in there, but yeah, you know, chopping into it if you want to. With the butterflies particularly, you can just cut around the wings and lift them up, and it will give you some amazing dimension without actually layering them up. But you know, there we've got 36 cards that we can make straight away.
Yeah,
it's just amazing value, isn't it?
And it is. That's always the value of these, you know, these pads that you get as well, like the little books. You think, you know, quick, easy cards, value for money wise. These are off the chart, and the fact that these are so gorgeous in the Miri, the fact that you've got all these gorgeous butterflies as well, all the reflectivity, is that a word? It is now.
It is now, I like
yeah.
it.
Reflectivity. These really are beautiful. And as I've said, it's so hard to kind of catch the light with these here in the studio, but hopefully you're getting a grasp as to how gorgeous this collection is and why you absolutely need it in your life. $27.97 is the deal here, $40.57 for that full collection, and we're going to have a look at this right now. Any questions you've got for Anne-Marie, by the way, over the course of the next sort of 50 minutes or so, get the questions in, and also if you're watching tonight and you are a hunky adorable, do let us know. Say hello to Anne-Marie, but let's get cracking.
Okay, so we're going to use that gorgeous sort of turquoise colour palette for this card, and we're going to make a stepper card. So I've got my scoreboard. What I've already done is I've just trimmed the cardstock down to 28 centimetres wide, so it's a nice round number for us doing our scoring. And then what I want to do is pop my topper in the centre. So I just need to measure this so we know that this is 12.5 centimetres. So then that leaves us with around 4.5-ish at each side. So what I'm going to do is score down from my measurements to about 4.5 down the side here. So I'm going to turn it over because it is easier to score on the reverse. And I'm going to score at 3 and 6. We're going to score at 10. We're going to score at 14, and that's our halfway point. So we go all the way through at 14. And then we're going to score again at 21, just down to about 4.5 centimetres. Then we need to do the same on the other side. So just to give myself little markers without scoring on this side, I'm just going to pop a little notch in the top there and then just flip that back over. So again, I can just score up to about 4.5, which is about there. So you can score on the front of your mirror card. It's not that it will damage it because it's a laminated finish, so you have to go some to damage the front of the mirror. But it sort of it feels like it's scratching, like it drags a little bit. It's not as smooth, so it's just easy to do it on the reverse. So once we've done that, we can pop the scoreboard away, and then we're going to go in with our trimmer, and we're just going to cut 2 lines in here. So obviously I remember I was doing it up to 4.5 centimetres, so I can line it up to 4.5 at the top of my trimmer. I can pop the blade in here, so we're going from the very first score line that we created up to the last one. So obviously the blade has got 2 lines either side and top and bottom as well, so we know it's right in the middle of our little purple carrier there, and it's only going to cut when we put the pressure on. Okay, so we're going to cut up to there.
Very clever design, this trimmer, isn't it?
Oh, it's marvellous.
Yeah.
It is marvellous. It's just quite amazing that something so sort of basic really can do so many different things. You can use it in so many different ways. It is fabulous. We have over on our Facebook page tomorrow morning, we've got our Technique Tuesday just using the trimmer. So there's going to be loads of techniques on how.
What's it called? Tuesday?
Technique Tuesday.
Oh, Technique Tuesday.
Technique Tuesday.
Oh, I like that. And the trimmer is the star of the show?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then we're going to concertina these 2 sides up.
How clever was that, by the way? Sorry, I know I didn't just watch what you just did, but that's
fab,
brilliant.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I absolutely love making stepper cards. We were talking about this earlier with Craig and Lily. We're talking about like what makes we always like to go to, and I'm like, stepper's always my go-to because, again, a lot like decoupage, I love creating dimensional things out of a flat piece of cardstock.
Yeah.
You know, that already we've just created something that's so fabulous just out of a flat piece of A4. You know, it's awesome, isn't it?
And I think something like that trimmer is going to help you, isn't it? Because
for sure,
as much as like I do a little bit of crafting, my daughter does more, but one of the things that I think we're both guilty of is just using the same old, like tent-fold cards the whole time.
Yeah.
It's almost like a fear of trying a new shape, but that trimmer is going to allow you to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Is our scoreboard in stock on the website?
That is a good question.
Because if you buy it with the handbook, there's loads of different techniques in there in the handbook on how you can make different folds and things.
Oh, okay.
So it's quite a good,
one
to grab if it's
show,
in.
have we? But
it's not on the show, no.
We'll have a little look. Oh, it's there. Apparently, yes, it is on the website with the handbook.
Yeah, if you grab that, there's all sorts of different styles of cards, light steppers. It shows you how to make easel cards, fold back cards, Z fold cards, all sorts of different things.
Then I suppose you get the knowledge and the confidence of being able to create all those different cards
For
every
sure, yeah.
time.
Once you've mastered those measurements and you've sort of remembered them,
Yeah.
you know, you'll be good to go. You'll be making all sorts of dimensional things.
Because isn't it nice as well to be able to take lovely cardstock like that and actually make the card blanks out of them too?
Definitely.
That's the point, isn't it, here, I think?
Yeah. Okay, so we're using some of our foam pads here just to line that frame, and I'm going to pop that onto some regular gold Miri. So here we could be using, there's a beautiful teal in that Miri Mega Mix that we've got on the show that would be so nice with this because it would really pick out those gorgeous colourways in this topper set. So just running my scissors around the back of this frame so that we get that Miri throughout there. And then obviously we have that topper that's just going to sit in the centre, but we're just going to fussy cut around these wings just so that we can lift those up. And obviously because we put that Miri behind here, when those wings lift up, you'll see that gorgeous reflection in the background as well. So just running around with your craft knife.
Little J Craft says, I bought some Hunkydory this morning. Wildflower and butterflies just belong here with me.
Nice.
Rose Baker says, I love, love, love Hunkydory collections. Kim Nesbitt Edwardson says, I have this collection and it is beautiful. EB says, OM goodness. She says, oh my goodness. Why did I read it like that? Oh my goodness. Why did I read it like that? It's getting late. These papers are beautiful. The gold and shimmer are calling me. I'm losing control. Must order. Must have. Got to be quick for them. Producer Johnny's just told me if you want to be quick. And Lil J Craft also saying, I'm so glad that I bought these. I'm sat watching now, getting the inspiration, which is what it's all about.
Wonderful. So we've cut those little wings out.
Yep.
And then we'll pop some foam pads underneath here. I'm just going to get a little thin one just to keep that down in the centre and just give it a little bit of stability there because we have sort of cut away at the wings. And then that can just sit in the centre and we can really sort of lift those wings up and you can just see that Miri sort of flashing behind there.
Yeah.
It just gives it even more sort of dimension. It's fabulous. And then this obviously can then sit perfectly onto the centre of our stepper card. And obviously with this collection there's all sorts of little extras, you know, on the finishing touches sheet, throughout all the toppers. So we're just going to add some of these bits and pieces onto here now just to finish off around the sides as well. Because that's the thing with steppers, is it gives you more areas to embellish. So we can go in with this gorgeous border. And I'm just going to pop this along this back step just to give it a bit of something extra there. So just trim off there and do the same on the other side. So we're hardly using any of it for here. We can obviously be saving this for another project.
Yeah. So much love coming in tonight. Betsy just says, I love watching Hunkydory makes. I watch a lot in block capitals. Nikon says, I love these Miri Magic papers card. Kim Nesbitt just says, hubby's got my shelves up and now I have most of my Hunkydory all together. I sent a picture for all to see. Oh, we'll have a look, see if we've got that. I have most of the topper books that go with the sets also. Miri card is with my other paper. Yeah, love to see any pictures you got tonight. If you've got like a big collection of Hunkydory goodies, feel free to show them off. When I went round to Craig's house, actually, when was that? Back along in end of January, February time, I saw his craft room. Very well organised.
I can imagine.
Lots of Hunkydories. Yeah, he has. He's got like a specific section with all of his Hunkydory there. His craft room is like
this morning, yeah, when
spotless.
we came in, he had like the counters were over there, and he had every step of his demo laid out like so precise. And I was like, what is this? He's like, I like to be organised. I was like, wow. Yeah. I only aspire to be half of that organised in life.
Don't fall for the trick though, because he's not always like that. He's not always like that, is he, guys? So depending on what the show is, I think.
Okay.
You know, sometimes. You know, if any management watching, yeah, we're always obviously very prepared for every. No, but what I mean, though, you know, shows like your cartloads and whatnot. He's very good at whipping together something very quickly, you know, off the cuff. But no, for all the other shows, Craig is always very well prepared. No, he is. I'm only joking.
I love this. I'm just gonna. I keep sticking this down sooner than I need it to stick down. It's been very troublesome. I think we might just have to go with that because it doesn't want to Doesn't want to come back up now.
He loves Hunkydory as well, in case you didn't know.
Oh, I know he does, yeah. Yeah. There was just some little corners just poking out the top there.
Oh, okay.
They're going to drive me insane. I'll be thinking about those all the way home. It will really annoy me.
How long's the journey home?
2 hours.
Oh, good goodness.
2 hours.
Good goodness. Good gracious.
Yeah, indeed. Bit
fine.
particular. Bit particular.
It's fine.
It's the Virgo in me.
It's the what?
It's the Virgo in me.
Oh, Virgo. I thought you said it's the burger.
I'm not a burger. Gosh, look what you've started now, Ben.
That is brilliant. I love it so much. Like you said,
Gorgeous, isn't it?
just a great way to be able to create that card, and then all of the added embellishments that you can then add to that collection with your finishing touches for your toppers. Wow, that's amazing. The Flight of the Butterflies luxury topper collection with your Miri Magic Pad, with your toppers and your card inserts. Half of the stock of that collection has gone. I mean, absolutely massive. And the other thing to say as well, I know you already know this, but you always get an inspiration sheet with Hunkydory. So if you are potentially thinking, oh yeah, I really want to get this, but you know, I'm not quite sure where I'd go with a collection, then you've got everything there as far as inspiration is concerned. Don't forget as well, you can watch this show back whenever you wish. If you subscribe to us on YouTube, you'll be able to make your own playlist, save this show, and of course you've got the guys at Hunkydory as well who are all over the socials. We'll give all their details in just a little bit. So you know what, you're never going to be short of inspiration, you're never going to be short of ideas, and actually this is all about creating those quick easy cards, but they don't look like they're quick, easy cards. They look like you spent hours poring over them. So much versatility with that collection. Half the stock is now gone of a big stock. $27.97 is your price on that if you're a Platinum member. $40.57. Betsy just saying, I made all of my holiday Valentine boxes for my Hunkydory scoreboard book, volume 2. Amazing news. Samantha Cheney on YouTube says, you make it look so simple, Anne-Marie.
It really is, honestly, once you've got those measurements and you know, because they're the same, whether you're making a centre stepper or side stepper, it's always 3, 6, 10, 14 is your halfway and 21, and then always remember to cut down to 28. And that's it, that's the only measurements you need to remember. It's so, so easy to do, I promise.
Anne-Marie is a whiz with the craft knife, says Pammy, and Kim Nesbitt says, Anne-Marie, your demos are out of this world.
Oh, thank you.
They truly are, honestly, such a brilliant crafter, but also, and this isn't taking anything away from Anne-Marie, when you have these kits, you will find, no, I'm just putting it out there, you know, because I don't want to go like...
Just putting out there, she's rubbish.
No, yeah, no, but you know what I was like, oh, shh. What I'm saying is, you don't have to be to the level of crafter like Anne-Marie is. Like, I mean, she is like somewhere in the outer stratosphere. No, it's not hot air balloon, that was a rocket. I mean, she's like up there, right? She is up there. But you don't need to be like going, Anne-Marie, where are you? I can't see you. You can be down here and go, well, I'm new to craft, and you can create cards like that as well. That's what I'm trying to point out. Hashtag orcs. Anne-Marie, talk to me about the Miri Mega Mix with 50 sheets, 220 GSM, gorgeous Miri this. You're going to get 25 colourways, 2 sheets of each. For people who have never experienced Miri before, tell us why everyone who chats about this is always super excited, and why like Miri is top notch, isn't it, really?
It really is, yeah. So this is the brand Miri, so you can't call it Miri unless it is the actual real deal.
Yeah.
And this is exactly that. It's super high quality, so it's got that, it's so reflective, that real high gloss finish. And what we've done here is we've printed 25 exclusive colours into this collection. So you may have bought some of our Miri packs before, where you maybe got the chocolate box purple, or you've got the sort of lavender purple, anything like that, you won't find in here. These colours are completely exclusive to this collection.
And
it's gorgeous.
I mean, absolutely gorgeous colours in here as well. I mean, I just went past that black there, was absolutely stunning.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? I mean, like the blues that we're seeing throughout here would be perfect with that topper set that we've just used for that card. You can see how this is going to work with so many different collections, not just Hunkydory, any of your crafting, this is just going to work. So picking out the colours that you've maybe got in your toppers or your dies or your stamps, whatever you're working with, and just matching them up to the Miri, just it makes your projects look amazing.
No, it really does, doesn't it? It sort of takes it to the next level, and you've got such a wonderful array of colours within this collection. I can't quite believe the price today on this, because you know you are talking about mirror, you're talking about that top-notch quality here, and to get 50 sheets for £15.99 platinum is quite simply stunning. £23.19. The only thing, of course, we would say that if you are using this, for your mats and layers, make sure that you're, cutting out the centre of it, because you've got to treat this with the respect it deserves.
Yeah, definitely. It's
proved so popular today already. Make sure you grab it. It's the kind of thing that you want to, like Anne-Marie said, that if you're going for one of the collections, whether you're going for the flight of the butterflies, whether you're going for the wildflowers, maybe you're going for the snippables, this is the kind of thing that you just want to throw into your basket as well, because you'll be able to use it across like a whole array of different colours. And also, let's be honest, you'll not just use it with your Hunkydory either. You will use it right throughout your craft as well. Always super popular. Like you can see the mirror right there, how reflective that is. When I'm stood right back, you can see for yourself.
Isn't it?
It really is gorgeous. Yeah, it's stunning. Grab it, because it's going to absolutely fly out of the door. £15.99 or $23.19. Right. Next up, snippables. Wait, just a second. No, I've got me. It's fine. I'm organised. There's just so much stuff. So much stuff. Right. Shall we talk about the snippables collection, because this is I'll tell you what, let me show you the boards whilst we talk around these.
Yeah.
It's such a great idea, because this is kind of 3D card building, isn't it? Decoupage, but not quite as we know it.
Yes, absolutely. So we wanted to bring you die cut decoupage with your own dies, so you can create your own incredible pieces like this. But what we didn't want was to give you loads of dies with loads of metal, because that is where the big expense comes in, really. So what we've done is we've given you a solid die, so we'll cut the shapes out, and then we've given you a pad with the solid images in, and then we've given you instructions on how to snip away bits and pieces of each layer, so you can create your dimensional projects like this. So it's just making decoupage available if you want to do that, but obviously you can use the dies and the pad just to cut them out as toppers and use them as individual toppers if you want to. There's no set rules with this. But they just look amazing, don't they? Perfect for the time of year, because you've obviously got that spring feel running throughout it. You've got bunnies in a teacup bath. Bunnies in a teacup bath!
We're not going to get bored of
those.
Look
at all the layers.
All.
We've got, you know, 5, 6, 7 layers on some of these designs. It's just incredible, and such a good concept, because I've seen decoupage dies before, and I've been put off by the price, because it just takes so many dies to create all those layers. You know, if you're looking at one of those that's got 7 layers, that's 7 dies that you're going to be getting.
Yeah.
So doing it this way just keeps the price down, and it gives you a bit more of a crafting element, because you're cutting away the layers, you're creating the decoupage, and look at the results. They're just gorgeous. Yeah, they really are. And like you said, talking about the actual designs that you got here, it kind of it ticks all the boxes for this time of the year as well. But then when you look at this this gorgeous wishing you flowers die that you've got, I mean that you're going to use all year round. So beautiful, isn't it? I mean, how many different occasions can we use that for as well? You know, obviously birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, even sympathy you could use that for.
And this is the one. I mean, this is why you'll buy. Look, you've got bunnies taking a bath in a teacup. I mean, just literally the cutest thing you're ever going to see.
The cutest thing.
I'll show you the actual booklet that you're going to get. So your paper pad, 48 sheets in here. This does also include, doesn't it, the
some
like
backgrounds. The backgrounds. Yeah. So we've given you some A5 designs there for you to use with your dies. You don't have to, you can use them elsewhere as well, but they are designed to work perfectly alongside the dies. So you've got some sort of scenes, then you've got some more, how would I say, generic sort of paper style ones as well.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get all of your sort of toppers, if you will. So we've given you 2 different colourways for each one as well.
Yep.
So you're going to get the welly bobs in the blue there, but you also get them in the pink. So you can, really make a variety of cards there. But look at all the layers you've got there. We've got 8 wellies on there.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And in the packaging, it gives you 7 layers to cut out.
So that one die, so say you wanted, I don't know, 4 layers of decoupage, you just use that one die to then cut 4
out 4 wellies, and then just work through the layers that are in the instructions on the inside of the packaging as to, which bits to cut out. And you don't have to follow those guides either. You can cut your own decoupage layers out. If you're a bit more advanced and you're used to cutting maybe our little books and creating your own decoupage, then you can just cut your own layers out.
I think you've almost got the best of both worlds here, because I know there is a lot of people who like just having, you know, lots of dies for all the decoupage, but then you also do have the people who love doing the snipping in as well.
Yeah,
So I think
definitely.
you've got the best of both worlds here, haven't you?
100%, yeah. I just love that, you know, the decoupage is there if you want to do it, but you can just use them as toppers if you want to as well. You know, you've got so many different options and in between as well.
Yeah. And of course, there's nothing to stop you, you know, just using these dies, you know, as is in other projects as well.
Definitely.
And what you'll see in just a second actually is brilliant, because if you're thinking to yourself, okay, well, this is a great deal. I love this. I'll be using these lots and lots and lots. But what happens when I run out of the paper pad? Well, we've got all of that covered off for you as well, actually. So that's the collection. I'll show you those are the other dies that you'll get as well. So you've got the basket with your bunnies in the teacups, and the gorgeous little girl with the wreath there too. So all of that is included in this collection. So as I've said, you've got. I mean, you're not going to run out of this paper pad anytime soon, but eventually you will. This will go. You'll have all of the dies. Then you go, what do I do now? That's why you absolutely need to go for the stamps as well, which I've left over there. But the stamps are brilliant for the fact that they allow you then to, well, you can stamp out your own image, colour it in, but the stamps work in conjunction with the dies then, don't they, Anne-Marie?
They do, yeah, and it just creates tools for life. So once your paper pads run out, you've got the stamps, you can colour in your own colourways, your own hair colour for the girl, your own skin tone. Maybe you've got little pet bunnies and you want to colour them in to match your own pets. You know, you can absolutely do that with the stamps.
And here they are. Great price again today, £24, $34.52. There are those cute little bunnies. And then, as you said, you do get a little additional stamps with this collection. This one has that really cute little flower, which is actually a little shower for the bunnies in the teacup, of course. Flower power shower. And then they've also got their little selection of bits and bobs there as well to wash with. You've then got the wheelbarrow, again, fits perfectly with the die that you get in the collection, and you also get some beautiful sentiments to go with these as well for all sorts of occasions. That one actually comes with Happy Retirement, which I don't think you see that often, which is quite nice, and may good things grow all year long. Then you've got your beautiful dies to go with your little Easter basket with the florals in, sorry, your stamps I should say. You've got the stamps for the little girl with the bouquet, then you've got the welly bobs, and you've got that gorgeous wishing you flowers too. So you go for these individually should you wish, because these are like a lovely stamp collection on their own. Individually, these will be brilliant. You know, if you love to do your colouring, maybe you've just recently got your Academy of Colour, lovely stamps to be colouring with for £24, $34.52. However, if you're going for the snippables, these will be there for you, well, right from the get-go. But if you're thinking, well, I'll use the pad first of all, you've then got the stamps after the pad has been used to then use with the dies, well, for as long as you look after them, basically. So a great addition to your basket for £24 or $34.52. Right, another little demo.
Yes, of course. So we're going to use the welly bobs for this one. So I'm going to show you how to line the die up with your paper pad, okay? So the way that this has been printed is that outside of the design is an extra sort of border all the way around, so that will line up perfectly with the edge of your die. So we know that once we can't see any of the print design, that's in exactly the right place. So I'm just going to grab my tape and just secure that down so that we can run that through the die cutting machine. So just pop a little bit of tape that side, and then I'm just going to pop a little bit that side as well, just to make sure that's in place. I also have, while I'm here, while we're doing the cutting, I've got a little bumblebee.
Oh yeah.
That's in there as well. So I'm going to put him in there, and I'm also going to put my sentiment in onto a little bit of Miri. So that's all the die cutting, all done in one run then as well. So just pop all of those in there.
You got some questions coming through.
Okay, marvellous.
One from Betsy who says, Anne-Marie, please would you consider opening a shop in Miami, Florida?
Oh, I will come and sort that out myself.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll see you there.
And you'll just run it yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll live there, I'll run the shop, it's fine.
And Hannah says, are you doing requests as well? Says, can you let the team know we need more gnomes?
More gnomes?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we have some gnomes come in.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I'm sure we do.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Stay tuned. All your wishes are our command here. And lots of people just chatting about the inspiration sheets that you get, because I mentioned that before. Kim just saying, I love the fact that you always get an inspiration sheet with these kits. So you're never stuck, really, are you not?
No, absolutely not. And there is loads of inspiration on our website, on our Facebook, all of our demonstrator Facebook pages as well. There's always loads of inspiration. So
where are you on socials if people want to find you?
So you can find us find Hunkydory on Facebook and Instagram.
Yep.
You can find myself and Natalie on Facebook and Instagram as well. And I think Pauline is mostly Facebook. I'm not sure that she's on the Insta.
Pauline.
And then we have Kat and Bex in the office as well, who do some of our lives, and they're both extremely talented as well, so they're both on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can find us. Okay, so what I've done now is I'm going to pop my sentiment to one side, and I'm going to start with my first layer, which is the whole design. Then my second layer, let me show you the packaging before I go ahead.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to pop it this way so you can see it a little bit better. So in here, anything that's dark blue is what we're keeping. So the base layer is completely dark blue, because that's our very first sort of starting point. Layer 1 has some pale blue areas in the background there, and like red lines, that's where we're cutting.
Okay.
So anywhere that's got a red line and then pale blue, that's the bit that we're cutting away, if you will. So really nice and easy to follow. You've got, like I said, we've got 7 layers there. And then obviously our base to give us 8 in total. So loads and loads of dimension that we can create here. So I'm going to go ahead and start sticking these together. We're going to go in with our embossing tools just to give it a bit of a shapeage.
Shapeage, that's a good word. Are you more for the let's go and get as many layers as we can on our decoupage?
Always.
Always.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I just think it looks so fantastic, and it is just so worth doing. Unless you're restricted because you need to post it or something like that, then go to town, because it is just so worth it. It really is.
The thing is, though, even like you'd never be restricted, because you could make a little box to stick it in, like if the decoupage got too ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know. I want to know, like, who's ever created the card with the most layers of decoupage?
Yeah.
It could be a new world record.
Oh, there must be.
Yeah.
And if there isn't, we need to make one.
You can set. You know, you can do that, don't you?
Just set your own world record.
Set your own. You write off the Guinness.
You?
Being a world record holder.
Are you?
Well, I used to be. I think it's been beaten since. Did you guys not know that?
No.
Huh. So. Well, it's not a brilliant one. So no, it's not. It is a bit weird. So years ago, about 5-6 years ago, when I was working in the radio, every November is Guinness World Records Day.
Okay.
Where people like take on loads of world records, and there was this. It was like the 20th year or something, and so they were coming through to all these local radio stations and offering up the opportunity for the presenters to do a world record.
Right.
So they rang up the radio station I was at, and they said, "Oh, do you want to become a world record holder?" I was like, "Yeah,
yes, I do."
Yes. And one of them was name as many Beatles songs as you could from the opening lyrics in a minute.
Wow.
So I did that one, and at the time, like. I think they'd literally started the record thing that morning, but I broke the world record on my show with, I think, did I get 16? 16, I think I got in a minute. So I was the world record holder, and I've got a certificate at home and everything.
Oh, how exciting.
It was really exciting. It was so exciting that Laura actually let me hang it up.
Oh, wow.
For all to see. It was in the living room for a little bit. I mean, it's been taken down now, mind you, but yeah. So you're in the presence of a world record holder.
This is very exciting.
Yeah. So to that end, you could write to them and say, look, can we set a world record for the most amount of layers of decoupage on a card?
Yeah.
I think you should do it.
I think we should do it.
I think you should.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't even know that many Beatles songs.
You'd be surprised, though.
No, I wouldn't.
The bloke just literally read them out down the phone, and I just had to like quickly jump in and grab them. But it was quite funny because I don't know how he did it, but he'd obviously just got like cards in front of him where he was reading them.
Yeah.
And so I'd sort of studied a bit the night before. But then you think of the song Hey Jude by the Beatles.
Yeah.
I actually got that as one of them. How does that begin?
Is it not Hey Jude?
It begins Hey Jude. So he was like, number 3, Hey Jude. Hey Jude!
Hey Jude!
Got that one right. Loads of them start. I mean, I'm doing myself down here actually, but from the opening lyrics, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Johnny, shush. Shush. No, I don't. I hold it from the opening lyrics. Yeah. What was the record? Oh, 17. Just from the lyrics. Okay, in a minute. Mine's opening lyrics, yeah. I got 16. I doubt I'll still hold it, but if you need proof, I can show you the. I'll show you the. I'm going to get the picture.
This is very exciting.
It's quite exciting.
Yeah.
You know, should do it again. Yeah, we should set some sort of like world record here. Honestly, there must be a crafty world record that we can tackle.
That we can get involved in.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'll leave that with you, Anne-Marie, whilst you're setting up your shop in Florida.
I bet we could do like most number of people crafting at once. You know, like an organised.
Yes.
Craft.
I love that idea.
Thing.
Most people crafting at the same. Most people crafting in the most amounts of countries at the same time.
Yes, we could smash that.
We would, wouldn't we? That's a great idea.
That is a good one.
Set a world record.
Let's do it.
Where I'm from in Devon and Brixham, they used to do a thing every year. They still have it. They have their annual pirate festival in the summer, and they broke a world. I know. The annual pirate festival, where everyone dresses up as pirates and they do lots of piratey things. Yeah. Charlotte, less of your tone. It's a fun thing. But anyway, one year they did a thing, breaking the world record for the amount of people dressed as a pirate in one place. Yeah. Come on.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Love
Let's
it.
do something for birthday.
Love it.
Team up with Hunkydory. Johnny's just said he's going to go for the record of the amount of live hours that one producer can produce. I think you should go for a world record of how quickly you peel off the back of your tape. That could be a world record. Craig did hold the world record for die cutting through the MIDI, which was about 2 seconds. Strong wrists.
Okay, we're going to use some of the backing papers that come in the pad to create this card.
Yep.
So we're doing a little 7x5 card. So we're going to have it tenfold opening at the top, adding our gorgeous stripy paper onto here. Mm-hmm. And we're going to add this section in the centre. So just using some of our foam pads to stick this in place. Just going in with some of our strips. Apologies, I know these are sold out.
Oh, the strip. We have still got foam pads though.
You do have foam pads, yeah. You have the circular ones, haven't you, that I've just been using?
Not those ones, but the circular ones.
The circular ones are good. And I'll bring more strips next time.
Okay. Do we know when next time is or not?
12th of April.
Oh, cool.
Is next time.
That is 2 weeks tomorrow.
2 weeks tomorrow, it is indeed. The lovely Natalie will be coming to do that show.
Brilliant.
So somebody a little bit different. Okay, so we're going to put the welly bobs down there. And we're going to put our sentiment up at the top, and then we're going to scatter some little bees around. So I'm going to get my glue stick, purple glue stick, for my sentiment.
The magic glue.
Magic glue stick. And we're just gonna hold it in place here because it's quite delicate at the edges there. So we just want to make sure that that's not going to tear. There we go. And just give that a bit of a dab all over, and then pop that down in place on our card. So we get a fabulous stick with it, but it dries clear if we get any of the purple in and around the detail, and it's just super quick and easy. So let's get this on here now. So we'll just add a couple of our foam pads onto the reverse. So we're getting loads of fabulous dimension on here.
Yeah.
Just popping that down in the corner, and then we'll add some of these little buzzy bees. And I will get some of my dinky foam pads.
Talking about bees, Susie on our socials still running away from the wasp that she's got in their house. Yeah.
There's what?
So Susie, who's doing the socials for us tonight, has got a large wasp, which she can't. Well, I don't know whether she's trying to get hold of it or not, but she's doing the socials whilst looking out for the wasp, which is buzzing around.
Yeah, you need to be careful with the waspies. They get angry, don't they?
Yeah. Who was it who rescued you from the spider the other week?
Georgina.
Oh, Georgina. Yeah. That was so funny, the way you described that earlier.
It was funny. It was massive.
Yeah.
Not even joking. It was huge. We were sat out in the cafe. In the cafe bit, and it come legging it across the floor. It It was enormous, absolutely enormous. It caught my eye and I was like, oh my God, there's a spider! And like lifting my legs up. George lifted his legs up as well. I was like, you're supposed to get the spider!
Can you hear it coming?
Honestly, yeah, it was so big. It was huge. So Georgina rescued it.
Good old Georgina.
I know.
That is a gorgeous, gorgeous card. And again, all done with the brilliance that is this Snippable Spring Delights collection. A lot of you loving the idea of a world record and most people crafting along.
I think we can do that.
I reckon we can.
Yeah.
We could do that. We can ask. I'll write, because I'm meeting the Guinness World Record guys. They're like, hey, Ben, there he is. Hey, he's the world record breaking guy. Hey, Beatles man. I'll speak to the guys and see what we can do. See what we can do. Right, are we going to look at the quickly? No? We'll wrap these up very quickly. Okay, we are, wow, okay. This is the collection. We've got 2 demos to quickly fly in the next 15 minutes. So you're going to get the 48 sheet paper pad, allowing you to create these amazing decoupage creations. So from your beautiful daffodil basket through to your flowers, through to your welly bouquet, then you've got that gorgeous little special bouquet with a little girl, you've got that gorgeous wheelbarrow, and then you've got the splashing time with the bunnies in the teacup. I mean, literally the cutest thing. Remember, you're going to get your 48 sheet paper pad, and you're going to get all of those dies included in there as well. Really cool system. $45.54 is the platinum price, or $65.92 if you're shopping for that one in the US and you are a platinum member. Very quickly, let's go on to another set which I'm absolutely loving. I love these just simply for the fact what they're called, and then when you see what they can do is amazing. The Whopper Toppers. Yes, these are great. So basically, you've got a book full of these big toppers, which is going to allow you to basically flick through. You think of an occasion and you go, right, I need to make a card nice and quickly. 40 foiled die-cut toppers within each of these. You're getting 20 designs, 2 of each, and literally from this collection here, which is your gorgeous gardens, right through to your delightful deco, your playful days, and your what a guy, you have got a card pretty much for any occasion, for anyone. And this was the whole idea behind this, wasn't it? Like quick, easy cards that look the absolute biz. But as I've said, what I love about these particularly, so this one here is the Gorgeous Garden. You've got so much different artwork within each of the pads on their own. You've got so much choice, Anne-Marie.
Yeah, absolutely. So many different styles within each pad as well. You can see we've got real traditional sort of watercoloured images. Then we've got like the sketchy with the almost a little bit more contemporary. There's a real variety, different shapes as well. There's borders in there. There's always a sentiment, and then we'll try and get corners in as well if we can, if it works with the shape. So, yeah, absolutely jam-packed.
Literally so much to choose from here. I will just quickly flick through so you get a bit of an idea. All of the, I love that little Westie on there.
He's so cute, isn't he?
So cute. And all of the sentiments as well, all nicely tie in with the images that you're going to get. Some really good puns in these, which I totally appreciate. Beautiful florals, beautiful animals, gardens, all sorts in there. This one next is your What a Guy Whopper Topper. So this is, I mean, literally, if you're one of those people who goes, it's so hard to make a card for a guy, this allows you to make quick cards. And you've got so much from the rugby through to the garden shed here, through to, look at that, all the different shoes, which is so cute. You've got the wine, you've got the fishing. I mean, everything has been taken care of. Motorbikes, planes, tractors, sailing. You've got the trains and the ships there as well, Tenpin bowling. You've got, someone who's into their DIY, you're covered off cars, you're covered off, that one there. I mean, not necessarily What a Guy. You've just got the balloons in there, which you could use for, whatever you wanted to. This one I love, and this is a great example of some of the great sentiments that you've got. This one, time to party. Get it? Because it's golf.
We're funny, aren't we? We're funny.
And you hit the ball off a tee, so you get your I mean, that, yeah? I mean, come on. You got football in there. You got your seafaring ones in there as well. And again, all sorts of different artwork. If you love Art Deco, then go for the delightful deco within this set. Look at this. Again, just absolutely beautiful. The images are amazing, and like Anne-Marie was saying, you've got top to bottom, side to side, jam-packed full of your main image. You've got the frames, you've got the borders, you've got the main sentiment itself, and then you've also got some of the little mini sentiments too. So great for using as little stoppers if you're making easel cards, for example. But lovely, lovely, gorgeous artwork within that one. Again, 40 sheets, 20 designs, 2 of each. So that's included. And then lastly, you've got your playful days. Potentially, some of these maybe aimed more at the little ones. These as well, actually, I think the kids will adore working with as well. Do you know, if you want the kids to get crafting along with you, there's some really gorgeous, fun sort of images. And then you've got you know, images like here, which are a little bit more nostalgic, which I just think are fantastic. Of course, we're going to have unicorns in there. Again, you've got images there which, again, to sort of add that sort of feeling of nostalgia. You've got the cute cuddly pandas in there. I love that one. Look at the little girl having tea with her little dog. It's the cutest.
So cute, isn't it?
And then again, it is a well-behaved dog. You've got the animals on safari, you've got dinosaurs, you've got the little baby there, you've got the little girl on a push bike, lots of different imagery. Again, here, look at this, again, for those kids who are perhaps at that age where they don't want like the sort of cutesy, cuddly cards, you've got the skateboarding and the cycling going on there as well. Little buzzy bees, the kids playing football as well. What a buy that is. All 4 of those to create, well, there's 160 sheets in total. For $31.97 or $46.09. We're going to have a look at these. Which one are you going to use?
We're going to use Gorgeous Gardens.
Okay.
And we're going to use the little like country, beachy scene
Very nice.
house.
That is a nice house.
Cute, isn't it?
Dream house.
It is absolutely beautiful. So we're going to make a little easel card with this one. So what I've done is I've taken a 5x5 card blank. I'm just going to score the front so that we can get that easel going on here. And then I'm using some of our, I think it's called Cottage Florals cardstock. I think it's on the website. It's not on the show, but I'm sure it's on the website. And I'm sure that's what it's called, yeah. Something like that. So we've just scored that at 2.5 because that's our halfway point to create our easel. Yay!
It is Cottage Florals, and we have got it on the web. It is in stock. Producer Johnny just confirms.
Got the name right and everything.
And it was, you go.
I know, right? It matches perfectly with this, and you'll find through that whole collection, you know, I picked both of these out, and I think we could have got away with either of those ones, the green or the blue. And you will find, particularly with this topper pad, there's so many different patterns in there that will work with it. So we've got a little, just under 5x5 square that's going to go inside here. And what I've just done is I've left a little white border. So rather than using our mirror for this one, just to keep it a little bit sort of fresh with the white, we're just using the card blank as our matten layer. And then pop this section on to the front there. And then we're going to add our topper and our sentiment, and that's about it. It's really, really simple, this one.
You're almost done?
Nearly done. Because I knew we had another one to get in. I just need to add my little sentiment onto here.
I feel bad for rubbing it away.
A little bit of tape because I wanted to sort of put this on and to sort of trim it off the edge of the corner. So
yes.
I want to put it down sort of here on the edge and then just trim away along the shape of the topper there, just so it sort of looks like it's part of the design. That's going to sit sort of square into the middle of our card there, and then I have a sentiment here. Well, I've lost it then, which is going to be our stopper.
Yeah.
It's the absolute perfect size. It's the width of that topper there, and obviously with our easel cards we can determine where they go, and we're going to go just about there. It's cute, isn't it? We could embellish further with gemstones if we want, anything at all, but I don't think it needs it.
Absolutely stunning. And again, shows how quickly you can use these whopper toppers. Kim has just said these whopper toppers have everything to make a quick card. A piece of coordinating cardstock is all you need. And that is a case in point right there. How quick was that down? Literally about 3 minutes.
Yeah, literally. So quick.
Yeah. And that's why, again, these are great. You know, if you are brand new to crafting, quick, easy, simple cards, but also, you know, if you are a stratosphere crafter like Anne-Marie, then then these are great for you on those days when you go, it's such and such's birthday, or, you know, so-and-so's just come round and, you know, it's whatever. If you need a quick card in next to no time, that's where these are going to come to their own. That's why you need them in your life. £31 and change, $46 is the price on those. Do not miss out. The Whopper Toppers. Whopper Toppers, man, are super duper. Finally, the Wildflowers collection, which proved really, really popular earlier on. By the way, lots of people love that quick make. Diane Schofield just saying, what a lovely card, Anne-Marie. And Janine saying, what an adorable card. The Wildflowers Ultimate Collection. This is gorgeous. And if you are looking for a collection that is going to, well, span year round, whatever year it might be, never go out of date, then this is the collection to go for, because you think about how many times you could use a flower within craft, pretty much for anybody, for any occasion, for any time of the year, and this is perfect for that. And once again, a massive collection that you've got. Inspiration sheet is included within this again, so you've already got, you know, sort of 9 designs right there that you can get tackling. But as always, watch back this show, watch back the previous shows to get more inspiration. And once again, Anne-Marie, I mean, jam-packed full of everything that you need. A one-stop shop for your cards, isn't it, really?
Definitely, definitely. You're getting your foil and die-cut toppers, you're getting all of your adorable scoreable. It's that matte-tastic finish as well, so we can add inks and things to this further if we want to, because it does have that sort of distressed vintage feel to this, so adding a little bit of your inks to this will just enhance it as well. But loads and loads of toppers, you know, just there we've got 5 cards on that one topper sheet. There's so much in here, all the different florals as well. You know, we've got some beautiful flowers. We've got the honeysuckle there and the dandelion. It's the colourways are just stunning. You know, sometimes you get a collection and it's sort of pinks, purples, that sort of colour. The fact that we've got those oranges and those peaches and those yellows in here as well, it's a real variety. I
love this page particularly as well, because it's like the little information, what do you call them? The little
labels?
No, it's not really a label. What do you? Yeah, we'll go in label because I can't think of the word. But it's got all the information for the different flowers on, isn't it? Little pegs that you put in your plant pots.
Yeah, it's cute, isn't it?
Yeah.
Little information about the plants as well on there.
Yeah.
Little, like, they're like long ones when you plant seeds. Like,
yes.
They're so cute, aren't they?
Pop them in the
so
little
they're
pots.
your 2 bonus sheets. You're going to get 2 of those as well.
Yep. Then all of your inserts.
Yeah, all of your gorgeous inserts. Really, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say plain.
Muted?
Yeah. Yeah, they're very clean.
Clean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lots of white space.
Yeah.
So you can chop these down, obviously, and use them into any size cards. But you've just got the designs in the corners there, just sort of toned down a little from the main cardstock, but you can see they still match perfectly.
Yeah, and like you said, there's nothing to stop you from snipping into these. But what I love about these collections is that it is literally like a one-stop shop, because you know, if you like the design here, you know, within your toppers, and you've got the insert to be able to you know, work with, you've got the topper to be able to work with, you've got the cardstock to be able to work with as well. These really are very, very beautiful. Like you say, a little bit more stripped back, a little bit more clean, I suppose, in their sort of presentation. But then in this collection, which we don't always get, you've got your double-sided papers.
Yeah, you have. So you've got all your double-sided designs in here. Absolutely gorgeous. You've got 16 papers in total, so 8 different designs, 2 of each again. So you can see you're going to be able to use both sides. No side is left out.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous quality, you know, as you'd expect. Perfect for paper folding. You can be sort of folding the corners back on the papers, sort of curling those edges up to give it a really lovely effect as well.
And again, this comes back to that whole thing of if people, because I think people struggle with like the mats and layers for colours and things will jar. You've done all the hard work here, because they know the reverse will work perfectly with the front.
Absolutely, yeah. So you could take 1 sheet of cardstock there, you know, do a little bit of mat and layering with both sides, add a topper, a sentiment, and you're done.
Yeah. It just makes it all so easy for you. And the fact that you've got, you know, some really stunning, gorgeous images as well. This is the one that you used earlier on your card, isn't it?
I love that one. I just love the colourways. I think it's stunning.
And then, of course, on top of all of that, as you always get with your Hunkydory, is your cardstock. So you always give us printed and then sort of your foiling.
Yeah, the accent foiling as well. So again, you're going to get 8 different designs, and you're going to get 2 of each. So 4 foiled, well, 8 foiled, 8 printed.
Absolutely, value for money wise, amazing. And let's not forget, I wasn't going to forget, don't you worry about it. You are also going to get, included in this collection, your gorgeous tag pad, which is, I'll show you in just a second, just want you to see all the designs, the gorgeous foiling on. You've got your tag pad included in here too, which could be, use them as tags for a gift idea, but you use these as embellishments as well, right?
Definitely, yeah. I love the idea of using them as actual gift tags, but they also look really nice if you sort of make your card that shape. So maybe do 2 or 3 together in a row and create like a really lovely different shaped card.
Again, this is all included for that price of just £23.98 if you're a Platinum member, $34.79 if you're shopping with us in the US and you love this collection, but go swiftly. Within that, you've got 48 tags, 300 GSM, 12 designs, so you've got 4 of each. Right, we are going to do the final little demonstration. What are you going to be making, Anne-Marie?
We are going to use the beautiful anemones for this one. We're going to do a little fold back, so we need to do a little bit of scoring. So just bringing the scoreboard back in for this. And what I want to do is sort of score along the edge of these flowers. So I'm going to go at 2 inches, because that's just making sure we're seeing most of that design there again. And then scoring again at 4 will give us that perfect fold back like this, so we can still add that beautiful topper and see all of that design. So let's just pop the scoreboard back out of the way because we're done with that now. Just going to give these a really good burnish along all the scores, so the card just sits beautifully there. I don't know whether to put it there actually.
Oh, that's quite, yeah, I like that.
I quite like that.
Do it, yes.
Should we do that? Mix it up a bit.
Yeah.
Making it sound like I actually had a plan.
You always start off with a plan and then improvise around it, you see, can't you?
Yeah. I prepped these last Monday, and I had to look at them all this morning and be like, right, what was I thinking? Because you think you're getting ahead, but actually when it comes to it and you open all the bags, you're like, I have no idea what I was thinking.
Yeah, where was I at that point in time?
What was the plan here? It's a nightmare. Okay, so just popping that on there, and then our topper just on the edge there as well. So I'm just going to pop a little foam pad on that very edge because I know that that's going to be enough there. We also have this little border. We also have all of these little bits and pieces that I've taken out of the topper sheet. We've got some little, there's 2 more of those somewhere. We might just only be able to use 1. Let's put this border on. First of all.
The thing is as well with these kits is you're so spoilt for choice, aren't you? Like,
yeah.
You almost, the problem that you have is knowing when to stop.
Yeah.
I think.
For sure. There's just so much you can add if you want to. It's just beautiful.
Worth bearing in mind as well, and I don't think we did touch on this earlier, and I assume that a lot of you did know, but Anne-Marie, worth touching on your angel policy. If people want to make to sell, are they able to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. You can make and sell as many cards as you can.
Great.
Them's the rules.
Them's the rules. Go forth and make cards. A lot of people do that now, don't they? It's a little side hustle, bit of extra money.
Definitely.
Feed the crafty habit. Why not make your cards and go out and sell them? Or if you want to make them for charity, lovely thing to be able to do as well. So yeah, why not?
Definitely.
Now the world's opening up again now. Hopefully there'll be a few more crafty fairs.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'm just going to add that little button up there. I did have 2 more. I don't know where they've gone. So we'll just have to go with 1. Let me grab some of my circle foam pads because they are ideal for these.
And we've still got these in stock. Yes.
Yeah.
Good news.
There we go. I'll find them now. Now I've finished. I just know I will.
That's brilliant.
There we go. Really beautiful with that big, bold, gorgeous flower on there.
Can we just say as well, particularly the last 2 cards, because I know you've squeezed in so much over the course of the last hour, I think you've highlighted brilliantly what these kits are all about. Like you look at these 2 cards here, you literally made both of those in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And that shows
quick.
Hunkydory off, I think, to its best, really. It's quick, easy makes, but look how professional they look.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the cardstock, the toppers, it all does the work for you. So, you can't make a bad card. I've said this so many times. It's just impossible. You can't do it. The work, it does all the work for you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For another brilliant day. And we will look forward to seeing, well, not you,
No,
but
Natalie.
Hunkydory
Yeah, I think it's going to be Nat, yeah.
on the 12th of April.
Yes.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The lovely Anne-Marie from Hunkydory. Don't forget you can go and find them right across Facebook and Instagram as well. You know, there's so much inspiration out there as far as Hunkydory is concerned. And of course, don't forget to mark your calendars. 12th of April for all of you Hunkydorables and your Hunky Junkies. Hunkydory will be back here at Crafters TV. If you've got any of these items in your basket right now, we're going to give you the opportunity to check those baskets out because we've been very busy for Hunkydory today. We've also been very busy for Monday Makers. Plenty to show you in the final 50 minutes, and we're also, I believe, going to have a little delve back into what happened earlier on launch day. So if you missed out on that, all that good stuff to come, we'll be back in about 3 minutes' time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Achieve crisp, precise, and perfect die cutting results every time with the Gemini Accessories plastic shim. The idea behind the plastic shim is that it creates a thicker plate combination, offering an even more precise die cutting result with each pass. Simply pop a plastic shim between your cutting plates and then roll through your Gemini die cutting machine and voila! An amazing precise cut every time. Plastic shims work really well with detailed or thin metal dies. So if intricate cutting is your thing, then the Gemini Accessories plastic shim is your best friend.
Quick Buy, get yours now.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon. Welcome back to Crafters TV. We are into the home stretch for your Monday Makers. Thank you for all of you who sent in lovely messages for Anne-Marie. Thank you, Anne-Marie, says Shadiah. See you, Hunkydory, soon. Sherry says, thank you, Anne-Marie. Beautiful demos. And thank you, Anne-Marie, says Diane Schofield. Great inspiration with all of your makes. We are going to come back to some of the deals on Monday Makers in just a little while, but we wanted to just go back a little bit further for the next 20 minutes or so because we don't want you guys to miss out on what has been an unbelievably busy launch with the brand new lattice folding dies. 6-piece collection, but 12 dies in total, and of a big stock because you know we bring you a big stock for launch day. Over 40% of the stock has gone. these create such an amazing effect. I think a few of you were saying the effect that it sort of replicates that you used to try and do, but it was too faffy and too difficult was, someone said it was pronounced lace, I want to say. But anyway, you'll know exactly when we show you. It creates a beautiful effect, and all you're doing is simply using the dies to be able to cut the shape, and then you're folding back the detail to be able to create that lattice effect. It's such a brilliant system. When you see this in action, I've no doubt you'll be either jumping in and grabbing the collection as a whole, or you'll be getting the two for deal, 2 for £15, 2 for $19. So you've got your chevrons there, and if you're looking at that and thinking, how is that possible? How can you do that? Wait till you see the simplicity in just a few moments' time with the lovely Debbie. Then you've got the double diamonds. Again, looks really, really tricky to be able to create that gorgeous sort of lattice effect. Super simple. Wait till you see how easy it is to achieve. The opulent. And by the way, if you missed any of the demos earlier on, you can go back and watch launch day from 2 o'clock this afternoon. 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock, you'll be able to watch about the 2 hours that we did UK time. Then you've got the stars in there too. Again, how clever is that detail in there? With the stars. How is it achieved? You'll see in just a few moments' time. Then we've got these circles, my absolute fave. Again, really, really amazing how these circles interlock, whether you go vertically or horizontally. Don't forget 2 dies, easy to do. You'll see in just a second. And then lastly, I mean, come on, how amazing is that double loop? Literally looks like the most impossible thing to be able to create. I'm telling you now, it's simple. And the lady who's going to show you just how simple it is to do and actually show you through a few cards so you can kind of put these in your mind's eye is the lovely Debbie McGiggles. I'm not lying, am I, when I say that these create amazing effects, but they're really easy to achieve, aren't they?
Absolutely. We go back to quite a few years where we used to make lattice folding, sort of paper cuts, if you like. But we used to have to measure them all out. We used to have to get our ruler and our craft knife and then sort of fold them all back, and they looked amazing. And you think, oh my God, I've done that. Would I do it again? No, because it took me 9 hours. It's literally one of those things. Now we have the dies to be able to do that. That takes you maybe an hour to be creative and get that beautiful card done. Just some of the samples we got from the design team are absolutely exquisite to just show some of the different things you can do. I love this idea of just cutting a border across the front here. Use your pretty papers, just use a simple sentiment and they look amazing. Using them down the front of a card here. Really simplistic, but they look so effective. What I do love about them, we've all got sentiments in our stash, we've all got flowers in our stash, we've all got those embellishments and papers that we want to use. Creating beautiful makes like this just look incredible. You can keep them simple, so just having those chevrons down the side, a beautiful happy birthday card there, which is for anybody of any age. Using them just like this, so the smaller dies, so there's 2 dies in each one, which is amazing. Just using them to create a simple frame, but it looks really effective.
Yeah.
Use them on your boxes, so around the sides of your boxes, and they literally just fold over and link in. Use your watercolours to create beautiful backgrounds. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely lovely. And I know, like Ben said, we keep using that word simplistic, but they really are such an easy design to do. And then just a couple of more, 2 gate folded cards. Now this one is cut onto the front, so you can see right into the front of the card. This one is cut on the sides here, so it actually cuts right down the edges, so you get that lattice effect opening up. So it's really, really pretty. So we show how easy they are to make.
Yes, please.
So let's just pop my, there we go, just in that pot there. I'm going to bring in my diamond, double diamond. I love this one. So you've got the diamond pattern and then it folds into itself. Now what I have got is a concept card, which is just a side stepper. So just a general side stepper. I've done this so I know that 3 of these will fit along the front of my page, because I just thought it'd be really nice to create that whole front effect of the actual die. So the first thing you want to do is put it right to the edge of the card, and we're going to put it to the bottom of my card, and then we're going to open the card up and then just secure that down with some low-tack tape. So let's just grab some tape and pop that at the side there. So I'm just making sure that's straight and making sure I've got it right to the edge, because I know that it's going to work lovely with 3 going along. And then we're going to pop that through. So because I'm pretty sure, yes, we can use our Gemini Junior plates, because I've got my large Gemini, but I know that that die will fit in between, and we can send that through. So if you've got just a regular die cutting machine, it's a platform for thin metal dies. If you've got a Gemini Mini, they will all fit through there, but you could just cut strips of them out,
Yes.
which is very effective. But if you've got a Gemini Junior and above, you'll be able to use all these dies with different concepts.
Perfect.
Right, so once you've got your first one cut out, you just then go to your next one. Now the middle one, I want to turn the die around, just so we get a slightly different effect. So we're going to line up our line still, but we're going to pop that to that corner, right onto there. So just pop that back in. I'm only going to cut the two because I already have one finished, because we want to show you exactly how they work and get a finished card done. So popping them on top and then running that through. So there we go. Again, just offer it into the mouth of your machine, especially your Gemini. It's just going to take it from you and cut it in no time at all. So with the Gemini Junior plate, it's only taken me about 9 seconds to pop through. And then what you would do, I quite like white on white. With all our other demos, I do go back and have a watch, because we did do lots of different concepts in the earlier show. And I do love to have that pop of colour and that differences. But actually, it's nice to have a difference in white on white as well, because that can look really effective, especially in your backgrounds. Now, all you do with these dies is you literally just bring them forward. So I'll start at the bottom. Your actual, your middle one is going to go up, sorry, start the top one, this one. This one is going to go up, and then once you start putting these up, they tuck under. We're going to fold this one back, so don't worry about that one, or you can just snip the top one off. So actually, I never touched on that earlier, Ben, but if you do get ones that hang over your page, because of where it is, just snip that actual piece off, because that won't take, it won't notice with the pattern. Or you can just fold that back on itself and snip the top bit off. So there's ways of doing that. And that's all you do, literally. You fold and then tuck underneath. So fold that and tuck under the one before. Trying to make sure I don't get my fingers in it so you can see. So fold it up, and then we're going to tuck that underneath.
Look how that's coming to life before your very eyes. It's amazing.
It is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't get over it.
And then, and such a simplistic design.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like, do you remember doing like basket weaving and paper weaving when you were a kid? It's a little bit like that, isn't it?
But easier.
Yeah, but much easier, yeah. So popping that in. So you've got that effect going down, and then on this one, you're going to do it the opposite way. So we do it from the, we're going to do that from the bottom this time, and then just tuck that under this one, and then this one under that one. This one under that one, you see? It's just that pattern, it's a complete pattern forming there. And what I've just realised, I've still got one to do on my finished one. So if I just leave it to there, you can see that pattern go backwards and forwards. This is the one where I've cut the 3.
Wow.
So I've already done the 2 of them. And then this one, this is where I said I've cut that out completely, that one. And then that way we've got the room to pop that through. So we're just going to fold them to grab underneath. Just going to flatten that one first. There we go. So just backwards and under. That's all you're doing. Fold back and under. Fold back and under. Back and under. And fold back and under. And look at that. You created your whole front of your card, and then all I've got is some mirror card to put in the back. So some beautiful just gold mirror, which is going to really just enhance that. And also, I just want this to all stick and be secure. So even though that is a freestanding card now, it will bow a bit because it's got lots of cuts in that card. I've used 300 GSM, which is our stamping card, but for rigidity, I've got a piece of acetate. So I'm going to put some acetate on the back, which is going to secure that whole thing in place, but it will still look like it's freestanding. So let's just bring in a piece of card and our dotted tape pen, and we're just going to go across all of this. And what that's going to do is just add some adhesive, and then we can put our acetate over the top, and that's going to secure that beautifully. Excuse me.
Lots of you still commenting about how much you love this collection, that you've ordered it already. Do let us know if you've just joined in and you're seeing these for the first time. If you want to know anything about them, Lil J Crafter says, I like these lattice dies. I used to do this lots of time with craft knife and templates. And you're not the only one to say that. The amount of people who we've heard from right across the day today, saying that you used to do this technique with those templates, and like how long that it took, and the amount of people who said, like Debbie said, did it once and then didn't bother doing it again because it just took so long.
Yeah,
this is getting that same effect in minutes, well not even that, seconds. It depends how long it takes it to go through your particular die cutting machine, and then isn't it just brilliant? Again, that whole thing of just tucking the detail under to create that lattice effect, and before you know it, you've got yourself an unbelievable effect. Add a bit of mirror card that we're seeing here. Look how brilliant that is. It looks like you've taken hours doing it.
I know, it doesn't take long at all.
No.
Now, all I've done is I've took some papers. Can you guess where this is from, Ben?
That is the, that's Masquerade Ball, isn't it?
That is Masquerade Ball, yes, my favourite of last year. I love this collection. I've got lots of snippets sort of left over, so this was ideal to do.
We've got that still available, like it's low stock, but the Masquerade Ball 12x12 is on, I think it was on the earlier show. Check the web for it, it's still available.
Yeah, it's a beautiful pad.
Lots of people's favourites, that paper pad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, absolutely. And when you get to this stage where you've not got a lot left, you just use all your little pieces, and it just creates really nice little toppers, and you don't need a lot else. So I've got just a birthday wishes. We're going to pop this onto the front of our card. So just on there. So onto there, and it's just nice because it just creates a different background, and then we're going to pop this into the sides. Again, just creating detail that draws your eyes in. Pop that into there, and then we've got a couple more, one on there, and like that. And then just our birthday wishes, and I've also just cut some of butterflies out from Sarah's collection.
Perfect.
So, and we're going to pop those on as well. Let's pop that up there, and then have our lovely sentiment. Right in the centre. And I did, there we go, we have a little bow there. I'm just going to, that's all I'm going to do, I think. Just put a little bow on the side.
Did you ever find the die earlier on that you misplaced?
John just found it, literally just found it before I come back on.
Oh, where was it?
It was on the floor.
What, in here?
Yeah.
Ah.
And there we go, we've got our beautiful, I mean, look how lovely that background looks. Absolutely stunning, and really simply done that with just your sentiment and some backing papers.
It is. It's one of those sets, right, that you'll create a card like that, and then the recipient will be like, wow, that's amazing, that must have taken you hours, and you just nod along and say, yes, it did. Blood, sweat and tears over that one. You, however, will know how easy it is to craft with this set. Get it now. I know there's lots of you jumping in. Perhaps you weren't able to join us earlier on launch day. This is your opportunity to get this collection now as well. Over 40% of the stock has disappeared, and hopefully you've seen how the two dies that you're going to get within each of those collections is going to allow you to achieve that effect, which potentially did take you a lot of time before we developed these dies, whether you were using your craft knives, your templates, your rulers to try and do this, whether or not you managed to do it. Did you do it that quickly? Probably not. Did you give up because it was too hard to do? Probably. If you've got this collection, quick, simple, easy, perfect results every time, no matter what shape that you want to be able to go with these. Obviously, I'm showing you the chevron, the double diamond. This one here is that gorgeous opulence. All of these are included for the price that you're seeing on screen right now. However, if you just want to give these a go, if you just want to try these out, you can go individually. That's the stars. And you can also go on a two-for. We're doing two for £15 or two for $19, less your Club Inspire discount as well, of course. Really versatile, super duper, and loads of you just saying how much you love these. Fred171 on YouTube says, let us try these dies. See what you did there. Hey, beautiful card, Debbie says, Susie. How's the wasp situation, Susie? Let us know if that wasp disappears. Deborah says, so pretty. I'm really interested. And Lil J Craft says, lovely card as well. Really lovely collection. Now, if you are making cards, if you are crafting, the one thing that you don't want to run out of is your cardstock. And that's why this week's Get It Got It Good is an absolute must-have collection. We've kind of got, I think, all of the cardstock that you want to use day in, day out, from your white stamping card, which we'll use for just that, and a whole host more. You know, if you're making all of your card blanks as well for your construction, this is absolutely perfect. We always say it should be sort of like renamed, really, shouldn't it? Because you do much more with that than just your stamping. But you've got that included. You're going to get 120 sheets of that. You're also going to get 32 sheets of your Nina for all of your alcohol colouring, and then you've got 30 sheets included of your watercolour cardstock as well. So in total, it's 182 sheets of your cardstock, all of the relevant ones, all of the ones that you use every day. As I said earlier on, I'll say it again, it's not the most exciting got it good we've ever done. However, it's one of the most necessary ones because you don't want to run out of all of that cardstock. So grab it today whilst you can. Great saving of almost £13, $18. Platinum price £21.59, $31.99. That deal, that price rather, is good while stocks last, or indeed up until the end of the week, when this time next week we'll reveal a brand new Get It, Got It, Good. Right, let's have a look at the abstract shape stamp and die set. These are amazing because not only do you get a beautiful die to be able to create the kind of like the focal point of your card, whether it be the aperture, whether you use it for paper piecing, for colouring on your acetate, whatever it might be, but also all of the apertures themselves are built up from the design of the main die, and you'll see what I mean in just a few seconds time, which allows you then to be able to do so much more. So the butterfly wishes, for example, you've got this really beautiful butterfly die, so you can see how stunning that is, and on the inside all of the butterflies which make up the big butterfly. So again, you're going to have lots of waste, if you want to call it that, to then piece back in should you wish, embellish the card elsewhere if you want to, or potentially just save for another project, save for another day. Such a cool design, and really creating these wonderful shapes. Each of the dies that you're going to get comes with 3 beautiful sentiments. Follow your dreams. Dreams come true. I can't read that other one because I haven't got my glasses on. A dream is a wish your heart makes. Then you're going to get in this collection balloons. Look at those. How cute is that? I mean, just straight off the bat, you've got that beautiful balloon frame, and then made up with all the other balloons in the inside. You've got the little star in there as well, the little sparkles going on there too, which you'll be able again to use to cut out, to use for future projects or to decorate that card. There's your endless love. We saw this earlier on launch day with Debbie. Again, was that earlier on?
Yeah, earlier on. Yeah.
That feels like about 6 hours ago. That was about an hour and a half ago, was it?
Yeah.
So that was earlier on. Wow. So you've got the heart and the little doodly heart shapes inside. Then you've got the gorgeous Star of Stars. Star of Wonder, Star of Stars. You're a star, congratulations and happy birthday. Foliage Flurry, which I just think is beautiful. Like the detail that you've got in that. How our guys come up with these dies, I just don't know. And the engineering that goes into creating them is phenomenal. And lastly, probably my second favourite in this collection, the celebration cake, where you've got all the layers of cake, the candles, and then built within that you've got the balloons and the stars and the sparkles going on there too. Happy birthday, let's celebrate. And just for you. So really super versatile, really lovely collection. 6 dies, 18 stamps, £24.93, $34.16. However, you talk about this being 6 dies, but there's a lot more like die cuts within this, isn't there, Debbie, for the fact that you will use all of the waste?
Oh, totally, yeah. There's so much in the waste that you can use, and every single die has the shapes just minimised, so you can use them, whether it's for shaker cards, for embellishments, but yeah, they're a great design. So we're going to use the star one, and I'm going to use it in a few different ways to show you the versatility of these dies, which are amazing. So the first thing I want to do is use I've got myself a card blank, so let me bring in my card blank. And I'll tell you the size of that. So I've got a 7 by 5 inch card, and then I've created another 7 by 5 inch card, but then I've scored it at 2.5 inches on each side, so it creates this piece. This piece is going to act as our pop out inside the card. So the first thing that we can do is we can create a pop out with that die. So I'm just going to grab the, I thought I'd have them out. Let me just grab the star one. Let's see, there it is. Last one I picked up. So let's have, oh, we've got a new one, Ben. Oh, no, it's not a new one. It's just, it's not a new one. It's just had a good top on it that was sealed. So we're going to take this, I'm going to just grab my pokey tool to pick out the little pieces. And there we go, just a couple of little bits that haven't been poked out. There we go. And then we're going to start, I'm just going to place it right in the centre and sort of in the middle. So I'm taking my top bit and putting it to the middle part of this side. And then we just want to tape that down. There we go. So pop that on. I just don't want to make that too sticky because we don't want that to take off our cardstock. So just popping that across there and then we can run that through.
Did out of interest, did Anne-Marie leave her cards that she made over that side of the studio, or is she taking them with her?
Oh, I have no
Just thinking
idea.
for the vote, because we've got loads of votes to do.
They would have been on her table.
Oh.
So I don't know if she's still in the studio. Is John still about to grab her?
He looks busy. Well, we'll see.
She had lots, didn't she?
She did.
Lots,
I was going to say, I mean, your makes have been brilliant tonight, but it's good news for you if she has gone and taken them home. It means that you'll definitely win.
Oh, thanks, Ben.
No, I didn't mean like that. I mean,
That's really good for me.
It's just great news because you'll be guaranteed. I mean, I think you'd win anyway, Debbie.
Don't backtrack.
But no, you know what I mean.
So look at all those stars. I mean, really lovely load of stars that you get there, which you've got to be able to utilise them in so many different ways. Now, we're going to use this card in a lot of different ways, but not that. So this time, you've got that pop out in the centre there. Now, what I do want to do is I want to create some backgrounds. So if you cut them out again, this is a great stencil. So cut it out of your scrap piece of card. And then this one here, look what I've done. I've used it as a stencil.
Oh, brilliant.
Yes. So let's bring in some inks. I've got my Spring Meadow, and I'm just going to be really random. You don't have to do this in any sort of order. And all I'm going to do is put my stars wherever they sort of fall. And then we're going to bring in some parakeet as well.
What ink pads are you using there?
I'm using the Water Reactive.
Water Reactive.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where you put them, you see. So I can just then go in and use my ink pads wherever you want them to go. Just go over the top and you're going to create a really cool background.
Yeah.
So just keep going over where you want them. You can then apply that blue to give that a little bit of a different look.
We've got some Water Reactives on the show, which I'll show you in just a bit.
And then you just keep going until you fill your card up. It's just a really cool way of being a little bit creative, a little bit arty.
Well, I love it as well, like showing make your own stencils, isn't it, almost?
Look at that. I mean, you wouldn't even know that that was a star, that the shape of a star.
No.
Yeah, and you just continue to sort of build them up and just give that really cool look, which I absolutely love. So that's another way of sort of using them. Fill up your card, then just get the round the edges, start inking all around your edges, and then what you'll end up with, if I bring my finished one in, I've just covered that one, and we've just gone around the edges with the blue, with the parakeet. So really nice way to be able to do that, okay? So let's pop those to the side. And then I've also done the same with a background. So if you just create your square, where's my square? I had a square piece of card. It's disappeared. Oh, there it is. So we've got our square, we've got our background now. I've got a black piece of card because black is always, when you're using bright colours, going to really accentuate the outside. So it's going to really draw your eye to the centre.
Yeah.
So I want to use that as my background. And then I need a piece here that we're going to do our white. I've got another coloured piece of card here, which is going to go underneath. So the same colours I've used the Spring Meadow and the Parakeet in the Water Reactive. They just mix really well together. And then I've got my piece of card here, which we're going to put over the top. Now, what you can see is this is smaller than my piece of card.
Okay.
Because actually, all I want is that to come through our die cut when we pop that on. So let's just grab our die cut again. Just make sure we've took out all our little pieces. Because if you leave anything in your die cuts, it would just not cut as well. I mean, it'll still cut, but it might just not cut as well as it would normally.
Lots of chat about the Hunkydory goodies. Lots of chat still about the lattice folding dies. Dan is saying you could use those lattice folding dies with some of those Hunkydory Whopper pads. What I taught those, man.
Yeah.
They look great for mail cards. And Susie's just said these abstract shape stamp and dies are one of my favourite launches from the whole of last year.
Oh, that's a big statement, Susie.
is.
Oh, where's the die gone? It's stuck on there.
Oh.
Just pop that back.
They are lovely. They are unique, aren't they, really, in their style? I really, really like these.
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes when things come and go, we just forget to give them credit or forget to bring them back in. It's like anything, isn't it? And I do love it when we do have them back on shows because it refreshes people's memories about them and then they go and grab them again. So I don't think there's any harm when we bring things back. And there's also a lot of people that don't have them still.
Yes.
So we'll take this one off very gently, take that low-tack tape away. Oh, there we go. So we've got that one. And then so once you've got this, let's move all my stars out the way, you've then got your background, so all that's going to shine through is those colours in the background. I've then just added some little gems onto the side so we can then attach this onto here. So I'm just going to use, we're going to go around with the dots, but we'll pop that so it doesn't go anywhere else. And then all we're going to do is attach that to the back. All I need that to do is cover any blank spaces because then the whole of this is going to stick onto the back of the black card. I think I've run out. This is right yet. Let's put the silver pieces on there. All right, let's just grab this and pop that on. So what I love about this, Ben, is everything is tying in together. So we've got that piece in the middle where it's our pop out. Then we've got our star on the front, creating that topper, which is beautiful in its own right. But then we've got our stencil that we stenciled through and we're able to get the pattern on the back. So everything ties in and just with that one piece. And that is without using even any of the little offcuts where you've got all those little little stars as well, which you can use. So pop them on. So let's put our card front together. And just on the front there. And if you wanted to, I mean, you could gut this out because obviously we're covering some of this up. But if you did want to use that, you could always cut it out. I just want it to add on to that front piece.
Yeah.
And then all we're going to do is we're going to put this at a little bit of a jaunty angle.
Love that.
And then I have got some, so I've got a congratulations that I've stamped out and I've got a you're a star.
Ah, congratulations, you're a star.
Star.
Beautiful.
Absolutely. And it can be for so many different occasions, can't it? So we're just going to pop that up there. In fact, I want to pop that underneath. So let's just pop that underneath there. So it looks like it's just coming out. And then we'll pop this one at the bottom. And then all we've got now to do is on the inside, I've got another piece of card which I've done. Wow. So if we put this in the background, so what I would do is close it and close your card onto it.
I see.
And then when you pop this in, you then just fold your card onto it and then do the same on the opposite side. And then you'll get that stuck in there beautifully. So just folding that over, just making sure, there we go, it'll just find its way. Just need to sort of stretch those fibres a little bit. Just, there we go. And then we can then put our pop out on the inside. So that's going to go on here. Before I do that, let's put our panels down. So I've got some, again, I've just done that on those panels and some black card. So we're going to stick those into place.
Panda Crafter says, I'm loving this card. Brenda K on Facebook says, it's all in the stars. It is. Great card. And Susie just said, whatever happened to your superstar backpack, Ben? Boy, that is going back a while.
Superstar backpack?
It was on one of the first shows ever. Sarah made me a backpack with the bag making dies on softer side. It was that was back in the old studio.
Wow.
I tell you what happened to that. I had it obviously on the day, wore it that day, and then when I got home, Daisy took a bit of a liking to it, and she took it. Yeah, she pinched it. Certainly used it a couple of times. I haven't seen it for a while. It will be in a room somewhere under
Buried deep.
yeah, buried deep in piles of clothes or something. But we still got it. We have still got it. Wow, that's a great memory. Oh,
They never forget.
No, I reckon that was one of the first ever shows I did actually.
Ah, there you go.
Superstar backpack.
Is Daisy tidy?
Is she tidy?
I just wonder, because when I was a little girl, I wasn't tidy.
I would say she's tidier than George is, but she's not. Like if because I do the ironing stuff in our house, so if you've got like the laundry and you put the laundry pile in her room, she's very good at keeping it tidy where it is, but she never puts stuff away. So I'd say her room is quite tidy, but there's lots of stuff everywhere neatly.
Right.
Whereas George is, he's just got stuff all over the place, and it's just his looks like it's just awful. It's like all over the place. It's all over the place. So in answer to your question, no and probably no.
Oh, I've done that a bit wonky. Let me just straighten that out. Yeah, children don't tend to be, do they?
No.
I think at that age.
Because then you go, can you tidy your room? Oh.
When I used to tidy my room, I just used to pick it all up from the floor and bung it in the bottom of my wardrobe.
Brilliant.
and then my mum would go up and she'd go, Debbie, come up here. And I'd go up and she'd have took it all out of my wardrobe and bunged it all in my bed and told me to clear it up. Right, there you go. So a beautiful card, and we've really made good use of that die. So not only the die cut on the front with the colours in the background, we've got our background stenciled effect, and on the inside we've got then that pop out as well, which is amazing.
It's such a cool card, that, again, for so many reasons. The fact that Debbie's used the die in so many different ways, and the fact then created it to use the stencil to create the background as well, I just think is amazing. Let's just show you again all of the designs very, very quickly so you can see everything that you're going to get. You've got that gorgeous butterfly in there, of course, which we saw a little bit. No, we didn't, did we? Did we? Oh, I'm losing track here. It's getting late. Did you do something with that earlier? No. You haven't, definitely not. It was the hearts, wasn't it? Yeah. Yes, and it was in this show, wasn't it? Yes, well done, Ben. You've got your balloons in there too. Is it nearly home time yet? Yes, it is. That one you did, the hearts. I remember it now. Yay. There's the stars that you're going to... Launch day, though. Not in launch day. Gee. You've got your birthday celebration cake, and then you've got your foliage flurry included in there as well. £24.93, $34.16. If you potentially... you've seen Debbie using the dies there, the cut to be able to create the stencils. If you want to be able to do that as well, you've got your water-reactive ink pads. If you want to go for those, brilliant for creating those sort of backgrounds as well. So in this collection that we've got 10 ink pads in total. You've got your crushed velvet and your sandstorm. You've got your Friar Brown and Seal Brown. Get on there. Oh! Well, hang on. Sorry, nothing. I just got me lids stuck to me bottom. Grasshopper, baby blue. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Ooh, she's frosty. It's jade, twilight grey. You've got your plum jam. And I'll never get bored of that one. I'll be doing that until I retire. Apologies. Then you've got your. Yeah, no, this jade is frosty, but I'm sure if there's any jades watching this evening, they're not as frosty as this jade. Oh, she's frosty. And then you've got your sandstorm in there as well. $31.19, $43.99. We're doing the vote for the demo of the show. Did we find? We didn't. So Debbie has got a good chance of winning in this show because Anne-Marie has hot-footed it back to Preston. No, I'm sure one of yours would have won anyway. Right, guys? Let's get...
Johnny's just gone...
I didn't make that noise.
No, Johnny did.
Oh, Johnny. I've got to tell you, it's all falling apart.
Johnny.
I've got to tell you, I can see the winner. I can see the winner across the other side of the studio. Oh, hang on a second. I know the reason why the guys are going in the gallery, because in Demo number 1 is chocolate, and apparently you promised to go in there and you didn't go in there.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Oh.
Well, the chocolate will be left in there, so
okay.
you can raid it afterwards.
All right. Well, let's go through them all. So number them up for us, Debbie.
Okay. Number 1 was our little Easter house made out of the cosy cottage.
Yep.
With our little lid there. I do love that. It's so beautiful.
It is cute.
I don't normally rate my things that much, but I absolutely adore that one. And then number 2, we've got our bird cage. Number 3, we've got our aperture heart. Number 4, we've got our lattice dies. And number 5, we've got our stars, our aperture stars.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. You've got... Oh, I'm getting lost here. You've got about 3 or 4 minutes. We've got to do demo of the show, then just the day, isn't it? So we've only got one of the vote to do. Great, okay. Beautiful card, gorgeous colours, says Lumin Genie on YouTube. Lumin Genie, are you a Genie or a Jenny? Let me know, because I can never quite, the spelling, Jeanie. Is that Jenny or Genie? Jea, like Jean with an I on it. Is that Jeannie or Jenny? Some people say Jenny. I used to know someone who was spelled like he was a Jenny, but then I know this was Jeannie. Let me know, because I hate to think I'm saying your name wrong. Sherry says, another dynamic demo. Oh dear. Another dynamic demo, Debbie. You always give me great ideas for stencil designs and placement. Thank you. And talking of the star backpack, Kelly says on Facebook, Ben, don't forget when Sarah dressed you up as a doctor. I know, literally every time. I'm sure that coat is around somewhere. It is, because John wore it the other day. Every time we did a question section, she was like, right, go on, get the doctor's coat on, and we used to have to wear the stethoscope, didn't we? What was all that about? I wondered what I'd walked into, seriously, when I first got here. It's a miracle that I'm still here, isn't it, really? No, I love all of the craziness. It's what makes us who we are. Right, let's have a look at the Country Village Complete Collection, and let's just rewind just a little bit here as well, because this collection, which is going to allow you to create and build your own village, we launched back along, and lots of you were happy to buy this at the price which is scrubbed out on screen there. It might have been slightly less. We normally do a discount at launch, so let's call it £100. $142 is what you should pay. $166, $142, $166. Tonight, the deal on this is phenomenal, right? We're taking off 70%, that's 70%. Everyone saves £100, £100 or $116. Platinum members, you still get another 20% off the top of that, meaning for this collection, you pay only £34.29 or $39.94. If you do not pick this up tonight, I can't see you ever getting this collection, because it is just the most ridiculous price tonight for you to construct all of these beautiful buildings. 40% of the stock that we've got available to us has gone this evening. And is it easy to create these? Yes, it is, because what you've got within this set are the templates and dies to be able to do it. So if I show you first of all your manor house, so not the most exciting thing you'll ever look at tonight, but you've got your template included in there, which is the template to build the actual manor house itself, all right? You're literally drawing around that. You've got all of your fold lines and score lines there to be able to create your manor house. And then what we're also going to give you on top of that are all of the dies to be able to create things like your windows, things like the little doors on there as well, the little chimney on top too. And as we said, these are brilliant for Christmas time. These are brilliant for, making little boxes to pop your little fake candles in. Great as little money boxes. Loads of you were chatting earlier on after we mentioned about it, about building your own little villages for the kids. If they play with those little matchbox cars, those little toy cars, imagine having a little village that they can drive their cars around. I just think it's a super, super idea for that. Then you've got in this collection your gorgeous cosy cottage. That is this one. No, it isn't. It is this one here, isn't it? Your cosy cottage. So your slightly taller cottage. You've got the little fence around the outside as well. Template. And then all of the dies to be able to create the windows, to be able to create the doors, to be able to create the gables there as well. That is all included. So that's the second house that you can create. Then you have, oh hello, I'm destroying the village. Oh no. Oh dear. The townhouse. Townhouse is this one. So there's your template. there's all the dies to be able to create all of the elements, so the roof and the windows, and the little, must look like a little balcony you've got there. That's a townhouse. Next up is your thatched cottage. That is definitely this one here. This is super cute. So your little cottage with a little fence around the outside. And then, as well as the template, we give you the dies to be able to create the thatched roof. You've got your windows. That's the die there to be able to create the fence around the outside of your cottage. And then you get the windows. You've got the ends of the cottage there, the doors, and the actual thatched roof itself in die form. Next up is the church. I mean, whoever created this one here, I mean, that is gorgeous, isn't it? But as we've said, you don't necessarily just have to create these in their entirety. As Debbie's demo you saw, demo number 1, earlier on, just using elements of these to add to little boxes as well. But how lovely would that be as a gift idea, maybe table settings for a wedding? I don't know. These are just amazing. So simple to be able to create. There's your template. There are the dies to be able to decorate your church up with. And then last, but by no means least in this collection, you've got your village textures. So those allow you then to be able to create all of the brickwork texture that you've got on the actual buildings themselves. You've got like little floorboards there. You've even got the stamp for the clock and the hands of the clock to put on your church, which I just think is brilliant. All in all, bang for your buck there. That is phenomenal. And as we push the little village together here, look at the kind of thing that you can create. I think it's phenomenal. I mean, let's get Debbie's take on this as well, because Debbie was obviously crafting with this a little bit earlier on. I know you've got a few samples. Now's the time to buy this, Debbie, isn't it? If people before were kind of worried about the price and thinking, oh, I can't stretch to it, you know, how am I going to get this into my crafting? Now is the time to jump in and buy this, because it's an exceptional set, which is now affordable for most, I would say, isn't it?
Yeah, affordable. I mean, it's crazy prices. I think this is great for all the summer holidays coming up, the Easter holidays, for your children to craft with, because they've got really good straight lines around them. There's no real fiddly bits to cut them out. You've also got then dies, so if you've got the Gemini Mini, you could literally craft with your children through all the different holidays that they've got, making all sorts of different houses for all different occasions. I love the fact that you can do them themed, so whatever papers you've got in your stash, like we did with the beautiful Easter box, being able to theme it and create like a little Easter garden. You can do that through all different occasions through the year. Even little wedding favours you could put on the on your table using this exact box. Having this little thing, just little presents, gifts for people, is just going to make such a massive difference. And then to have the dies on top of that is incredible. But what's lovely about it, Ben, is that stamp set you get.
Yes.
So not only are you getting the dies to create the rooftop like this one, the stamp sets in the background to create the most amazing brickwork. I'll turn that around, you can see it a bit better on the back as well. It looks amazing. I mean, this is done onto pattern paper, but you can still use those stamps, and you can match them all if you want to have them all matching beautifully, or have them all different types of things. Do they? I'm just looking at this thinking, do they still do? They used to do a kids program called Balamori.
What's the story in Balamori?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Hey.
Yeah. You could make Balamori if they still do it and the kids know it. I love that. So, yeah. So many different things that you can do with them, Ben, and I just absolutely love them.
You guys have loved them as well. Fred171 says, Ben was doing his best Godzilla impersonation there and destroying the village. I was. Nikoni says, love the church with the yard. You could have tombstones and darken it up for Halloween. Yes. And Anne on Facebook says, Benzilla. Yes, exactly. We've got the result of the demo of the show, and then we'll get the demo of the day going. It is number 1.
Oh.
So let's do the demo of that's 1. The demo of the day coming. So here we go. No, this is number 1 now. This card here, which I imagine was Anne-Marie from earlier on Wake Up Call. So that's number 1, using the Flight of the Butterflies with the gorgeous Merry Magic. You've then got number 2 here, which was Debbie's beautiful card from earlier on, using those lattice dies. So that's number 2. Number 3, again, Anne-Marie from earlier on, using the gorgeous cards from the Wapatoppa, that wasn't it? The Twisted Easel, that's number 3. We had a draw earlier on, in case you're wondering why there's 4. So those 2 drew on the earlier show. And then number 4 is this amazing make from Debbie, using the Country Village Complete Collection. Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely. Absolutely gorgeous. Get voting, 1, 2, 3 or 4. You've got about 2 minutes to get your vote in. Kim has, now this is what I'm talking about. Earlier on, we were saying about how much Hunkydory stuff you guys have. That is organisation right there, isn't it?
Look at that.
Wow.
Oh, I want to live there.
You want to live there. But it just goes to show, doesn't it, how much you guys loved Hunkydory and you know, how much you've got that all stored up, which was absolutely brilliant. I love that so much. We've got about 2.5 minutes left on the show. The Monday Mega Deal, let's show you very quickly. This is today's Monday Mega Deal. Deal. Die cutting tool starter collection. You've got the die brush tool in there with the foam pad. You've also got within that collection 3 of the replacement heads for your die brush tool. Perfect for when that runs out. 3 lots of your low tack tape. Again, super handy for all of your crafting, and then you're also going to get, trying to remember now what else it was, yes, pokey tools, 2 of your pokey tools included as well. Just whilst we're waiting for the vote to come in, big day coming up tomorrow. I know you guys are very excited. We've got a craft along coming up tomorrow. That's you and I, isn't it?
It is, yes. I can't wait, actually. I'm really looking forward to it. It's, I'm going to be paper piecing some of our beautiful edgeables.
Lovely.
Yeah, so I thought it'd be a nice way to do it on our on a craft along because we can do it in real time and we can just take our time and yeah, be lovely.
We've also got, oh yeah, tomorrow, a launch party, tomorrow from 6, we've got brand new knitwit, and also we've got the Crafters Magazine issue 3, I want to say that it is. Yep. So that is coming your way tomorrow as well. And not to mention, unbelievably, then Dawn Bibby, known as the Bibster, I think,
the Bibster, we could call her the Bibster.
Going to be here, isn't she?
I know, I'm so excited. Yeah, it's been a few weeks actually, about 6 weeks maybe since I've seen Dawn. Yeah, so I can't wait to have a catch up with her. It's going to be great. You'll love her product. She has just some beautiful stuff that she's bringing to us.
Yeah, and for those of you perhaps who haven't met her before, like if you're wanting to meet somebody who knows their stuff, like a lady who's been, you know, within the crafting world for many, many years, that's Dawn, isn't it?
That's where we all started, really.
Yeah.
It was my mum that got me into crafting, watching Dawn Bibby and Leonie on QVC. They used to have a craft day, and that's where my journey started. Yeah, absolutely.
We're looking forward to that. All the action will begin, of course, tomorrow at 10 o'clock here in the UK, 5 a.m. Eastern, midnight Pacific. We have a winner! It is a Debbie win! Make way for this amazing project. That is the winner today. Congratulations.
Oh, I'm so pleased. I do love that.
Me too. It's a bit heavy. I don't want John to put his back out when he puts it on the shelf. So I'll just take a few more of the eggs out there. I'm just doing it for you, John. It's fun. Listen, thank you so much. Thank you to Debbie. Thank you to Johnny. Thank you to Charlotte. Thank you to John. Thank you also to Susan, the social. Thank you to you for watching as well. Make sure you check out your baskets, and we'll see you tomorrow.